Welcome to Step Up Unfiltered, guys. Bonus edition, Luton boys, double whammy, live as well. Now, I brought some esteemed gentlemen today, but as you guys know, Step Up Unfiltered, the home of uncensored conversations, bringing you extraordinary individuals where we tackle life's biggest challenges and bridge division. But let's cut the crap. Let's get to my guests today. So I know this little youth since year 9.
I hate that.
Nah, it's good to see you grow, bro.
You know when people are older than you in school, it's like you're forever son.
It's a proud moment. Nah, do you know what it is though? This guy's always been a very, very clever guy, very, very switched on. So it's been good to see you do your little things at Cambridge, bro. You probably don't even realise Oxford, whatever it is. Yeah. Oxford, Cambridge, Bridge Kim.
That's what it's popular for, man.
But nah, honestly, it's been good to see you grow. I knew you were always going to do well in life. So although you probably don't even realise this, your elders do, you know, check on you and see what you're doing well. So yeah, if you don't mind introducing yourself to the people, let's go name, age, job, and a fun fact. And Nyes, get ready for that as well.
A fun fact. Okay, so Cameron, 29, soon 30, knocking.
Mad.
Crazy, that, isn't it?
Jeez, getting old.
Damn, I was getting old.
Look at Kirk, like.
I'm a business development consultant now. I was previously an investment banker, so I'm helping businesses grow. We have some different clients.
Nice.
And I have a platform called Faf3, which basically manages freelancers, and it's currently offline. We're taking it up a kind of notch. We're going to start doing like freelancer swapping. So if you've got like a skill and you want to swap a skill, we've got like an escrow payment system so that people can like switch skills. You know, because a lot of people don't have money to hire freelancers, but they can do something. So
yeah,
we're adding that as a feature, and yeah, having fun. Like just working on that at the moment.
Nice.
And thinking like same as you two guys, which is why it's nice to chat. Like I've been in Thailand for a few months.
Beautiful.
Thinking about Dubai for a little bit.
Yeah, I've got recommendations.
So it's good to kind of talk. Cause I think everyone's just trying to get to a better lifestyle, but
100%.
earning good money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice to see you, man, because I know you kind of your head's there as well.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Thank you for having me,
bro. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And I see you doing your podcasting as well.
Yeah.
So it's great to have you on. Next guest.
We've got the one and only NyesTVWorld here, guys. What's going on? So I'm here with my two brothers. I've known this guy ever since I was a young one. I'm not gonna lie. I've loved him ever since I was young, man.
Cool, but love you too, bro.
Of course, I'm 30 years old, still young. But my actual occupation, I'm a full-time YouTuber. Obviously, I live in Dubai, but I came back, obviously, in England just to do 1 or 2 shows, feature with a couple of people, catch up. But yeah, my main goal is really just to succeed. I'm just that cool YouTuber who speaks a lot about e-commerce, pretty much. That's me and my world. Yeah.
I rate that a lot. I rate do you know what I rate as well is the fact that you stick to one niche. I think that's where kind of I not went wrong in my coaching business, but I try to appeal to like all men, where as what you're supposed to do is really like knuckle down on a tight niche, not just a niche, the niche of the niche of the niche. That's what they kind of say, to really target on your ideal client. So
you have to.
you've done that.
Honestly, especially if you want to grow as well, like in any, like I don't want to relate it just to YouTube, but anything you do, you have to really stick to that. Even if you don't really get the results, as long as you stick with it, you will see that growth eventually, and that's the good thing about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of business kind of mentality is about focus specialization.
Yeah.
And like once you can actually specialize and you know, okay, cool, this is what I do within e-commerce, the likelihood is that you'll be able to apply that focus onto another place. But when you're trying to just appeal to across like general things, it can be like, oh, well, what's my click?
Yeah.
What's really making me click? But then when you can find that, even for example, like when we launch new products, so we have like wireframing, UX, UI, like all these design things, logos, and then we also do like business development, pitch writing, stuff like that. But our niche is basically with new companies.
Yeah.
So if like you're a new company, a lot of people are considering making their own website or going to like India. We're like less hassle than making your own website, and we're a little bit more expensive going to India, but we're going to manage the process effectively.
Yeah.
So like once we kind of started to understand like, oh, our niche isn't the cheapest or the most expensive, it's just the most hassle-free, like
Customer
the most pain-free.
service.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like encouraging people who don't necessarily know how to manage a freelancer, how to make an app, how to make a website. That's our niche, and then we just apply it in different kind of remits.
Yeah, I guess it's about getting people to realize time is money, right?
100%.
So it's like, yeah, you might be able to save yourself 100 quid or 500 quid or even a grand, but how much hassle is it going to be when things aren't done properly, when you don't have that person that you can speak to, you don't have that, personal contact.
100%. And even like language barriers, translation barriers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like we're essentially our freelancer management service. Like that's really what we do. We take like 10 to 30% of like deals, dependent on how much.
How long have you had your company now? How many years?
Fab Free we've been doing for like 2 years. Since we had the interview with you.
Okay.
That's when we started it.
Oh, so it's your business?
Yeah.
This is,
Oh, sick, man.
Yeah. So we've been doing that for like a couple of years. But like now it's kind of like to where it can be like a full-time thing.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, like a good couple thousand a month type thing.
Solid.
Rather than like job here.
Or client, yeah.
That's why we took the website down so we can kind of really relaunch it in a kind of like better way. And we've got like a full-time developer and team coming through. So yeah,
It's a beautiful thing, guys. Look, Luton is not about Tommy Robertson and we've got black esteemed gentlemen in the building. Own business, own YouTube.
Do you know what's crazy? So like I've been having these conversations recently, and like I don't know why, but like I've reflected that Luton doesn't have as many like black communities like connected as like certain other places, mainly because it's like with my girl and stuff like that. Like we talking, and she's like, oh, like do you grow up around black people? And I'm like, yeah, for sure, like loads, but like not exclusively.
But we went to private school.
Yeah.
You went to private school?
Yeah.
What schools you guys?
Bedford Modern.
Yeah.
Oh damn, we all went
So
private
we
school.
were even more secluded.
I went to Harpenden, so yeah.
Yeah. Then I went to boarding school. So I went to boarding school.
I used to play for Harpenden. It's so funny, yeah. You see like all the like, because we all used to play for like Barnfield Colts, and a load of us went to Harpenden. And they'd see like there's 5 black guys getting off the train. And the locals would be like, did you win today, lads? They knew exactly. I don't know why I'm putting a northern accent, but like they knew that like these guys are either here for trouble or football. 100%.
It was like spot the dot when I was in Harpenden, man. I was like the only black person.
Do you think that affected your did you think it affected you in any negative ways?
No.
Or like how it
I think it was very positive, honestly, because I was the definition of differentiation in that community. Yeah. So obviously I'm like the only black person.
I used to like seeing you on the train though.
Exactly.
I used to see you on the
I
train.
used to see you on the train all the time, but I'm the only one in Harpenden. I'm the only black person. I got my cane rows and stuff.
You was really there though. Like,
That's
you
what
were
I
never
mean.
like a coconut.
And also
I think a lot of people had these coconut phases.
Yeah. They go there and they come out white. But when I was there, I was just a Jamaican kid.
You know, there's a guy. I beg you, bleep the name. I don't want to.
Don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Cool. There's a guy on like Twitter.
Yeah.
His name begins with like.
Go on.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it without saying it because like I'm
say
gonna
it,
say
say
something. I'm gonna say something.
No. Actually, no. It's not live technically.
Oh, it's not live.
It's not live.
Wait,
Cool.
Let me just say the name.
Let me just say the name.
I'll type the name in it because if you don't know him, then it don't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Bro, was a coon back in the day.
Yeah.
Just like this guy.
I don't know.
But yeah, he's a couple years old. He got bread now though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
Lord
well.
Almighty, he does well. But like, he was the black brother, and I was thinking about him because I was comparing him to you, and I'm like, oh yeah, you went to school in the same place. But I'm just like, no, he's actually a coon. Like, he will openly tell you he had a phase of like, I only date white girls, like da 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 da. And I'm like, because I do think quite reflectively about like where I might raise up my children, like what I want them to have. I'd like them to go to private school, but it's tricky.
So this is what I was going to ask you, gentlemen.
Go for
So I had to reflect on this because, yes, I've predominantly dated white females.
Oh my god, swear down.
The thing is, I already knew that as well. You already know it, even though you don't know the person, like, but I just knew it. But continue.
You know what? This is mad though.
Well, the way man said it, like,
Because I actually do you know what's mad?
I said, yes.
Do you know what? Do you know what's mad though? Do you know what's mad? See, you lot say this, yeah, but like, I actually don't have a preference. I just like pretty girl, and I'm in a country where it's 70% white. So most of the events I'm going to, if there's sisters there, then I'm obviously going to do my thing with sisters. But realistically, majority of girls are white, and we went to a private school.
Yeah.
So
Did you date anyone then?
yeah,
I never dated.
I had a young girlfriend. I was young as well.
So you're a snow bunny slayer. Let's be serious. Snow bunny slayer.
Now he wants to get on it. We can go back and forth.
Let's go.
No, I was dating a girl. I was dating a girl in Harpenden. Snow bunny slayer. I mean, I would just say I'm a slayer.
Savage. Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I don't slay anything, ladies. But on a serious note, I just like beautiful girls. To be honest.
Interesting.
But is your preference what you really do target the most? The Caucasian woman? Is that you?
No, so my preference is Latino, and that can be Afro-Latino. Where you go, I know the image of Latino.
Brazil's full of.
I went to Brazil, and I had an amazing time in Brazil.
I think a lot of people underestimate how black like
Yeah,
South
Latina
American
is, yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
100%. So
Like Brazilians are actually black.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are black, and they rep that. They're about that. Like
my type is really, I just love like a little bit of flavor. So I like my favorite type is like Spanish, Brazilian, Mexican.
So let's look at the track record. Everyone has a preference, but let's see what you actually reality end up with. That's the realest thing.
Before we get into this, because I want to do the banter thing, but I want to know if both of your experiences, although we did the private school thing, you went to school in Harpenden, did that affect realistically at any moment in time, and be honest, please, not any cut for the cameras, did that affect you, who you dated?
Who I dated?
No.
At a younger age?
No, not for me. It didn't. It was perfectly fine. Again, I'm not gonna lie. I've dated all types of colours of women. Like, I don't have a preference. I just like who likes me, to be honest. But from a long-term perspective, serious with someone, they have to be my culture. That's another thing. I would have fun with a white girl. I would break her to pieces. But going to another level of being with them and producing family and kids, it just will not.
How can you say that you don't have a preference, but then just said, that has to be my culture? So you do have a preference.
No, it's not a
For
preference.
long term,
No, it's not. Okay, yes, true. Sexually,
You mean it's a plan? It's not a preference. As in like your intentional dating is going to be with like a West Indian woman, but in the meantime,
What about an African woman?
what? Why did you say it like that? What do you mean, an African woman? What's wrong with them?
You said,
Why did you?
you put that on him crazy.
Why did you say it like that?
You put that on him. That's not fair.
You said,
But
what about
you didn't say that in no type of way. You
I
didn't say that in no type of
exactly.
way.
You tried to make a thing of that. Thank you.
No. Did you?
I said, what about an African woman?
Is it just West Indian or what about African?
Hey, that shows that
You said your culture.
that shows that you don't think that shows that you see a difference.
I don't see the difference, but obviously
he
the way
said
you
what-
dropped it.
Sorry, he didn't drop it the way.
Did you not hear the way he said it? He said, "What about African women?"
You're hearing things, bro.
Nah, okay.
He said like, what about African women? Like, as in, would you?
What about an African?
Because he said West Indian. He said West Indian.
And because we're talking about what's your culture that you'd settle down.
Yeah.
You're saying would you settle down? Like when you say our culture.
Oh no. When I refer to culture, I'm not talking about like Caribbean, African. I mean just black people.
Okay, cool.
Black people. You can it can be jollof rice, it can be rice and beans.
Yeah, so he's saying what
Black
makes
people.
it
Specific. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, so I personally wouldn't mind, but that's from a serious perspective. Yeah, of course, I wouldn't particularly mind.
Okay, nice. What about
Actually, let's ask Cam. Ask Cam. What about you?
What was the question? Sorry.
What about me?
No, this one here you didn't answer. Why do you love white women so much?
Is this for me or?
No, it's for Cam. The question you asked me, you need to answer it as well, Cam. Answer the
I
question.
personally dated a white woman in like 6-7 years, but like I don't know. No.
Have you hooked up? Have you hooked up with a white woman?
No, not in like 5.
Ooh, damn.
Like 5-6 years. But like I don't know. I think like actually no. The original question was, do you think?
We lost it.
Do you think private school impacted like?
Yeah. There you go.
I tried to make it serious. He's like, I'll break her to pieces. I'm like, what?
Why do you say it like that? It's crazy.
Like the imagery of just the
It was
pieces.
crazy.
breaking.
Completely just skadoosh the
Jenga.
conversation. No, but I do think so because I think that.
I think realistically it does.
First of
it
all,
has to.
like
Why?
because I think
when you're younger, it does.
no, listen, male socialization about women, a lot of it is like, not to use like a problematic term, but like a lot of it is appealing to other men. So it's like status within men. Like when you talk about like trophy girls and stuff like that, trophy wives, people want to impress other men with who they're dating. And I think a lot of that feeds into like, people date the girls who people are competing for. People like, similar
Dark
women.
truths,
Like,
yeah, I
and I
agree
think
with you.
like within the private school and within the thingy balance, there was definitely like angles to where I think certain people, certain types of girls were
That's
like a
interesting.
little bit popular, a little bit. Because bro, I could name names of who the popping girls were in your year, for example.
But there weren't many girls. That's the problem.
Exactly, there weren't many.
So like, if you're going to talk black girls, there was one black girl in our year.
Yeah, there's like
that's what I'm saying. So you can't even go off.
But that's what I'm saying though. And like, who was popular and what was popular at that time within those schools? They were uplifting a certain type of beauty standard, and a certain type of girl was popular.
But I kind of have to break that down a little bit because I think, and this might be an unpopular opinion, I know everyone's like, everyone's beautiful in their own way. I think realistically, if we're being complete honest, life is a bell curve, right? People are good at things, people are bad at things, and then there's an average. Realistically, yes, people have slightly different types, but good looking is good looking, and not so beautiful is not so beautiful. Mm-hmm. Realistically. Mm-hmm. So like there were like, I know there was like a couple of mixed race girls that were at BMS, for example, and they got a lot of love because they were beautiful girls. There was a black girl like a year above us. She was gorgeous, and everyone used to be like, "Oh, she's bad." I know the white boys like,
Oh yeah,
but she's black.
No, I do. And you know what? My brethren dates her. My brethren's older brother.
Yeah, she's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. N.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh yeah, she's bad. Shout out N.
But no, I think okay. So when we went to private school, there were attractive black women, and there was attractive black girls as well at like the girls' school nearby us.
Yeah.
So I was always into like that. That was always my preference. But then I don't know. Yeah, like I feel like that was always because I've never actually dated a white guy.
I remember you doing a couple white things.
No,
I know.
I had like
Yeah, you lying right now.
Yeah, you lying right now, boy.
lying.
They're Middle Eastern. You thinking it?
I think if I'll be very honest. Popular opinion. Now, I'll be very, very honest. I probably would say, if I'm being very honest, I used to predominantly go for white girls back in the day, but it's just because of my surroundings.
Interesting.
And then when I went to uni and I saw more of a mix of people, then I went for whoever. And then I went to I worked in Miami. And all I went for is black women.
Okay, cool.
So like it depends. Like I just think beauty is beauty, innit?
Shouts to Miami, South Beach.
South Beach. I lived in South Beach for 3 months.
Hell of
bro.
a place. Hell of a place.
Hell of a place, man.
Come back broke.
They come back thicker than this. Hey, the girls are thicker than the snicker, man.
Damn, man.
Damn, man.
But I can't lie though. Miami, LA, Houston. That's where you get in trouble. Like New York.
I need to go to Houston. I've heard Atlanta. Have you been to Atlanta?
No, I haven't been to Atlanta.
I've heard that's got the best sisters
Oh really?
of all time.
Black excellence, innit? Atlanta's
But do you remember
excellence.
that? Do you remember Shits and Gigs got in trouble, innit?
Yeah. What did you think about that? Because I thought they got drawn out by Andrew Schultz.
Right. So this is my thing. Oh no.
And
So
that was actually that was an on-topic thing. Because
right. So this is my thing. This is my thing. The only place they went wrong is they should have stuck to what they were saying. What they did was they laughed at a joke that Andrew Schultz said that was not bad. He said, "Oh yeah, but black women like, they're gonna punch you up, whatever."
No, let me explain it.
Yeah, but he was just making a joke. Yeah, but let
me explain.
Okay, let's do that. But like one thing, he's a comedian to put things in context, and he banters everybody. Like I watched his show with Charlamagne the God. He banters everyone. So what? We can't take the meerkat out of black women. Like everyone can deserve to be bantered. He's a comedian.
Do you know what's funny? So, how do you think like bantering black women to a white audience? I don't like it. But
it's a mixed audience.
Definitely don't. Definitely don't.
Boys, you're crazy.
It's not that.
So what we're saying that we can banter white people, we can't banter black women.
100%. 1,000%.
I think, do you know what? Like,
This is crazy.
It depends because like there is a dynamic to where like I don't feel super comfortable. Like him making that joke, half the reason it was funny is because you're a white man. You're talking crazy about like black. He's talking crazy in general. But the joke here, let me explain what the joke
I think why the joke was funny is because people know it's a bit of a lazy stereotype, but there's stereotypes for a reason.
They said they were talking about the black girlfriend effect, which was a hashtag on social media. Where like black girls or wives would have their white man and it would be like the white man needs to be crusty, whatever it is, then like dating her and the guy will get a fade and get a whatever.
Yeah.
And someone was like, yeah, they're getting a beard because they're getting slaps in their shit. Like that's what Andrew Schultz said, right? That's
a light joke, bro. If we can't joke about people, then what does the world come to?
No. I think it was a light joke, but the problem was that Shits and Gigs, they kind of built up a platform. And
that's
a lot
the
of their
difference.
stuff
appealing to black women. Right. I agree with that.
A lot of their stuff is kind of like it's not giving that energy at all.
Yeah.
So
true,
now you're gonna get around the white guy and allow that white guy to make the black woman the kind of butt of a joke. Yeah. And for the unfortunate thing with them was that they laughed and then we're just like, nah, it's not really like that, right? Cool.
The problem was
people started following up on
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The problem was that they apologized. They should have never apologized. They should have never apologized.
I just thought because it was outrageous.
They apologized and then Black Twitter went back and found all their previous comments where they've dissed black women that no one even realised. And also, they said that Atlanta had like the worst girls and like Utah or someone like that had the best girls.
And Utah.
And Utah's,
Atlanta, black as hell.
Atlanta.
But yeah, I just think like you have to just watch yourself a little bit. Even like some of the things that we're saying today, like you have to watch yourself because I
really
agree, man.
When you have an audience, seriously, when you have an audience,
people can misunderstand things. And it's very long life for you to be like mopping up puddles.
My boy is a huge influencer and he has a lot of views around and which we'll touch on to today about what's happening in the UK and the pro-Palestine and the UK Tom Robinson march and whatnot. But he'd obviously never say that on his platform.
Interesting.
And I just think like obviously me, I've got a mini platform in comparison. I'm like, you should be able to say what you want to say. It's supposed to be free speech.
But it's not.
It's not free speech.
It's not.
Especially when you're
That illusion for me has been shattered because, especially in terms of, for example, you're talking about this Palestine thing or
Jimmy Kimmel.
Bro, you getting sacked over that.
Jimmy Kimmel's lost it. What
you're getting sacked over?
That's
you know, like the same.
But is that not like that's unfortunately have to make everybody like a red pill person where you have to look into everything now. You can't just be blue pill and just like you kind of you're female. If you just want flipping horoscopes and star signs and whatnot. But realistically, I think like now everybody's having to look into things a lot more. But no, because you can't. Especially as a man, let's admit, what we're if in the dating game, a lot of it, yes, attraction's a massive thing, social confidence is a massive thing, but you have to kind of be like, for a long-term relationship, you have to have a bit about you in the business world.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean? You can't just believe in foolishness.
Yeah, 100%.
Realistically.
100%.
So
like practical women who have plans, people who support things and goals. These are the things that are gonna, make a good partner, really and truly.
Okay, so boys, what's your type then?
Intelligent. Genuinely, that's my type.
Okay,
like,
you
I
got
think
personality.
Intelligent.
Yeah. Like I think the thing that
So
the
she can be
the
very
only thing that's
unattractive,
consistent,
but just she was at 10 intelligence and
Obviously
not
it's balanced.
attractive at all.
because it's like I'm dating attractive girls. Why would I not? But like once they're attractive, so like once like there's a physical attraction.
Yeah.
The thing that's
When it meets your borderline of attraction.
Yeah, if you look across the girls that I've dated, like I've dated like different races of girls and stuff like that, but like I've never dated unintelligent women. They're usually quite intelligent, quite funny.
So intelligence is what gets you excited. Is what you're telling me?
I think
to
maintain the connection over.
Is that what gets you going, Cam?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest with you, like I like reading with my girl. Like we were talking about like articles and academics.
You lot sound like some old people, man. What do you mean?
No, I don't know. Like
Don't say you.
I'm nerdy though. Like
Don't say you.
That's true. I let off Cam. Yeah. Smart. guy.
even when me and you talk, what do we talk about?
Yeah.
We're not chatting about. We talk about
100%.
like this is the most
That's-
casual conversation that like me and Nye have had in time. Like more time we talk about business,
Yeah,
what's going on like that. But so it's like that's what I like.
I
That's
appreciate that.
consistent.
I like to have like deep conversations all the
Go on,
time.
tell us your type. Let's hear yours over
No,
there.
let's go on to yours, Nice.
Me, to be honest, my type has changed. Yeah.
Well,
My type has changed ever since I started making money. I realized about 2 years ago, I would say I care about women's intelligence, how supportive she is, but nowadays I don't give a crap about none of that. As long as she's fine as hell, don't get on my nerves, and does what I say, she's my type. No, that's the reality.
That sounds very controlling, Nice. That sounds very very controlling, Nice.
That's what I mean. Like, so as soon as I went to Dubai, as soon as I moved to Dubai, my life changed, and I understood what I really want from a woman.
But is that because your life has become more materialistic since going to Dubai, Nice?
It's more materialistic, but from a long-term perspective, I don't want a woman who's too opinionated. She can't have too much stuff like that.
what do you mean opinionated then?
This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
Argumentative.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to break this down.
Argumentative and opinionated. Both.
Opinionated.
For example, like a lot of people, my type of woman just listen to what I say. Like, it's so. Why are you making this face? It's the truth. Listen to what I say because I don't.
Legend.
You work like quite focused, you work quite well, and I just don't think you have time for hassle and arguments. So when I feel like you're saying like, oh, I don't want someone who's opinionated, I want someone who, I think it's like you've got a plan, you know the direction that you're going in your life, and you would like someone who's supportive to that plan.
So Cam, that was beautiful. You saved him, but
he explained it very well. He articulated it very
your
well.
boy hooked you up.
Yeah.
Okay. So from that perspective, because I wanted to dig into that a little bit more, but from that perspective. I agree with you. Like for me, I always say I don't think my type. So I actually disagree with you guys. I feel like despite earning more money, I don't think my type has changed that much.
That's good.
Like I've always liked a family-oriented girl, a thoughtful girl, a loyal girl, a cutesy girl, a girl that doesn't really party too much, which I know is the opposite of me.
I'm outside. You stay here.
It's the truth.
No, because it tones me down. Because then I only go out like once a month when I'm with my girl. Do you know what I mean?
You need your opposite, man. You have
And
to
I like
opposite.
a naturally pretty girl, and I like a girl that's into fitness. That's literally my 7 things, and that has stayed consistent the whole way through. But one thing I would say is, like I can't do any of the toxic stuff. I had a toxic relationship. I can't do that. That was when I was younger.
What's toxic to you? That's what I want to understand.
I don't want to bait up too much, but like, you know, when there's like a little bit of like,
What?
I have no idea what you're talking
I have no idea. What would you classify as toxic?
Where's like a little bit of
Yeah.
I've dated a girl that's like barricaded herself in front of like the door and got all irate in my face, like all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, the rumping shop must have been mad. Must have been mad. For that type of behaviour, the rumping shop is mad. Yeah.
Do you know what it is though, boys? No. Do you know what? Nah. On a serious note,
You're
like,
playing the crazy.
I got
trying to put people in.
bro, I got attacked. I got attacked by the police, yeah, unprovoked, and she was there. She was a proper rider there. So yeah, the ramping was good. The ride or die was good. Everything like that, but I couldn't do. Yeah. I won't even go into it because it's deep.
Really?
We'll get into that on another pod. Yeah. That's a Patreon episode. Yeah. It's mad. It's a mad story, bro. Racist attack.
Really?
Yeah. Bad, bro.
Did you claim for it?
Nah, bro, because I just wanted to forget about it, and I probably should do it. I don't even know. I can do it now. 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's actually no, it was 12 years ago. 12 years ago. Yeah. But it really affected me in later life, and that's why I kind of went into the coaching thing. However, one thing that I would say is like in later life, I can't deal with a girl that's just aggy, and I know a lot of girls are aggy, and they're not gonna like to hear this, but you know how girls will like argue about something, they need to keep going back to it. They like to like resurface the same thing, but they don't feel like they've got enough out of what they've said. But it's not productive.
I think so.
But I can't be dealing with a girl that's aggy. And like the last girl I dated, she was not aggy at all. It was so refreshing.
So what happened to her? What happened to her?
She had a child. I think that kind of complicated things, if I'm being completely honest. Before.
Okay.
She was white.
Like she had a baby on him.
As Nies would say, she was a white woman.
Oh, okay.
But she had a mixed race child. Typical. So I could have just slotted in.
You would have been the next victim.
Crazy.
Nah. She was. Do you know what, bro? She was actually a lovely girl, bro.
I seen her on your Instagram.
Nah, that's my actual ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
This is just the last girl I dated. Like for 3 months, to be fair, I did really like her, bro. But I think that was always going to be a massive complication, and obviously Dubai coming up.
I think this father question is an interesting one, because I do think that there's a lot of nice girls like nowadays.
But they got kids.
Yeah, I think that's true. Because,
Instant decline.
People like us, yeah.
Right?
People like us.
Can I ask you guys? All right, let me ask you guys' opinion on this, because I'm a very much a realistic person. And I don't know if you guys are going to agree with this. I think life gets real for women when life unfortunately slaps them in the face, metaphorically. So I feel like girls become a lot more realistic about the world, or a lot more understanding of male issues, or a lot more down to earth when they've had a kid or when they've got a son. And my boy said it about like when they become less attractive. I think it's a bit harsh, but I would definitely say for like when they have a child and stuff, they become a lot more realistic.
I think
when I've dated like girls that have got a kid, there's so much more like.
I think there's understanding,
switched
and
on,
and like
yeah.
I do think that, but I think that like motherhood brings out a higher level of like nurturing in general. Like
100%.
When like you speak to somebody who's a mother, it could be like, you know, your family.
Do you date women with kids?
Not really, no. I have dated one person.
I've only dated 2, yeah.
Okay, but like it's not really, and to me it's a very serious thing. It's like, okay, well, what are you thinking about? But I do think like right now, especially like not to say like but like we live in England, we're like approaching 30, and there's a lot of nice girls who actually had kids 21, 22. That's the truth. And they're not even the girls who are outside and or doing like too much or whatever. They're actually nice girls. They had kids, for whichever reason. Yeah, there's a few.
Could you get stepdad?
I would say it's a gym.
I think it's a very serious conversation. I would think about it. It's not ideal.
Wow.
But I would think about it. But like, right now, obviously, I've got to go.
Because you got to remember, we're older now. So like now we're gonna get to that age. Let's say we're single till 40. We're gonna get to the age where we're gonna have to. Especially you're saying like she needs to be bad. She can't give me ag, bro. The likelihood is if they've got a kid, they're, as I just said, they're probably not going to give you nowhere near as much ag as opposed to some 25-year-old baddie.
But what age group do you guys date? That's the question.
I date 25 to 35.
Okay.
But realistically...
Sexually or seriously?
Good question.
I
think from dating... So my ex-girlfriend was 3.5 years older. I would say I'm probably suited to someone a little bit younger.
Okay. Is that from what perspective? Sexually or seriously?
Seriously.
Seriously.
Sexually, bro, that can run. Yeah. That can run lower. I can run lower. I'll be honest.
That can run lower.
Man said he
What?
might get.
What
Man
is
said
that?
he might get short on the 2.3.
What? 21? What? 21?
21.
21. You dealt with 21 year old.
Nah, that's a bit too
Yeah.
much. I can't do that. That's too much. That's a bit too young, man.
Okay, this is the example that I always like to give. Guys, you guys like to give it the line. Oh, I'll never do this. Okay, cool. So what? We invite Cam to Dubai. You're single. Bro, we're all doing our thing. We're on a table. We got girls coming over. Beautiful girl. You think you're like, bro, please. Yeah, we're like, bro, go back to the apartment. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You're not asking her.
No.
Excuse me. How old are you?
Oh, no,
Bear in mind, no, you're not.
I would. I truthfully would.
Lies.
People like Shannon Sharp and these
I've
people.
never met a guy in my life, and this is why I know this is 100% BS. I've never met a guy that's going, when you're all drinking as well. Like, can I just say?
I don't drink anyway, so.
I do hear you though.
You guys are
I do hear you on that one because
If you're drinking,
out and
you're not
acting-
thinking. You're not thinking.
But this
And obviously,
also-
obviously, they've got into the club, so you're not thinking like.
This is-
And obviously,
you know
you're not going for
I'll be
girls that are
This has
young.
happened. This kind of happened to me. I was actually talking about this the other day.
Go on.
Like I was in the club. I was like 21 or something like that, and we were in the club chatting to these girls. And it turned out they were like 17. It was one of their birthdays. Yeah, it was one of their birthdays. It was one of their birthdays.
Jesus.
And like I was just like, no, this is crazy.
That's
because we literally been in the place chatting to the.
I've never been in that situation.
We never questioned whether or not they were like over a certain age or thing like that. And so that happened to me at 21, and like nothing happened, nothing physical or anything like that. But I just remember being like, I think it was like on one of their Snapchats or something like that. And I said to my boy, I'm like,
That's
bro,
dangerous.
I was like, bro, that's sixth form. I was like, what on earth is
But
going
can I
on?
just
So
say?
wait.
But that's not the
No.
genuine
But
situation.
ever since then, it has been like a conscious.
That's
yeah,
fair.
I've asked.
That's fair.
You need to be conscious. Like, you can't just slay anyone, honestly.
But for me as well, I'll be honest with you, it's
Truthfully, you can't.
It's more just. It's more
I
just.
just, I
bro, it's more just commonality. Like, how many TikTok videos do you want to watch? Like, honestly.
Yeah, but you're talking about. No, we're also talking. No, but
We ain't got
you're bringing
nothing.
up an anomaly. Like, you see how much I go out.
Not really. You
On my
be
stories.
outside.
I'm outside when I'm single.
I see
You
working.
outside.
I see you working. I see your podcast.
Okay.
I see
Yeah.
your lessons,
I work
see
hard.
coaching.
Oh yeah.
I
I
see
work.
all kinds of stuff.
I'm the hardest worker, but I also am the
Okay.
hardest player as
I
well.
think we just missed that. I don't know.
Only when I'm single.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I'm outside. But like, I've never.
So
been
you don't go out when you're in a
I think
relationship?
I've probably spoken to a girl that was like 19, which is still young.
Wow.
When I was a bit younger, to be fair, but still, I was
You
a
were
bit
like 25?
Yeah.
So I think, okay, it's cool. For me, I think like a 4-year age gap is okay. After that one, I'd be questioning.
All right, cool. I'm not gonna cap. I've spoken to like a 19-year-old when I've been like 30.
Really?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Big
Thankfully,
gap. Seriously?
huh?
Like, seriously?
Like, not just moving to her in the club.
Oh, and then you found out
after,
that she's got like, oh, okay, yeah.
It can happen, but like I'd say
Yeah.
again, that's an anomaly. It's happened once.
Yeah, 100.
Do you know what I
I
mean?
just
So,
think like we have to be aware as men as well, because like, do you know what the realest rap is for me? Is that like, nah, I know what I'm like. Men lead. Men can be a bit like not bullish, but like kind of. You don't want to. You don't want to be with some young girl. She doesn't have life experience. She doesn't really know how to deal with you. She feels like you're doing everything, deciding everything. No, like I want to be with like a grown person. And
But I would say, I would say
level.
this whole age thing, I think is kind of capped because as I've got older, I understand old men like, yeah, I go for like nothing older than 25. I actually get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause they ain't changed.
That is because that's what I'm saying. When I've dated someone older, like they're very stuck in their ways.
Okay, hear me out as well.
Which
People who've been
is
single-
which, as you said, Nies, you don't want to date someone. You don't want to date someone that's stuck in their ways.
So do you know what? There's
True.
a thing, right, about like, I genuinely think that capitalism is one of the biggest challenges to coupling up, because both for Nies and for a lot of these like women, and even for yourself to a certain extent, by the time you've made money enough to live as a single and independent person, why are you trying to hear shit from a partner?
It's the truth.
You ain't trying to hear shit.
You don't want to hear nothing.
I can pay my thing, my bills, my everything. We're not coming up together. Now, you have to put yourself in the shoes of these same women, because a lot of these same women, they got their little, German whip, they got their little house, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Their thing's settled. They ain't really trying to hear all of that from an individual. So a lot of the time when people talk about, these women are stubborn.
But that's not how you get. Then they're becoming masculine.
Yeah, but like what? Are they not meant to provide for themselves? It's the
No,
economy.
that's not the point.
It's not that they're
yeah, but
becoming masculine.
you said
Society
that
is-
they don't want to hear from. But this is where women go wrong because they contradict themselves. They say, "I want a leader. I want him to be masculine. I want to be 6 foot tall. I want him in the gym. Blah blah. But I want him to be emotionally intelligent, and I want him to understand my crazy." I heard this on a date the other day, which was
Understand
crazy.
my crazy.
Understand my crazy. What do you mean? Understand my crazy? So I disagreed.
You want
Yeah.
to tolerate fuckery. That's
So-
what you want. You want the patience of a saint.
Actually, yeah, I need to run this situation. So I was on a date the other day, yeah, and this girl was like, lovely girl, beautiful.
That's it. Because 3 was
Another white girl, innit? Another white girl? No, truthfully.
the
Turkish,
side eye.
Turkish actually.
Turkish. Oh, the Turks. The Turks. Yeah.
But
Bad.
she was like, she said like, I think, because she agreed with me on pretty much all my talking points, yeah? She was like, but I would say like, being truly masculine is understanding a woman's crazy. She was like,
I do think-
she said, right, so what would you do in this situation? I like message you, you're at work or you're in a club with the boys and you haven't responded to me for 4 hours and I just go batshit crazy, like what would you do? And I was like, babe, I'd tell you that you're being a bit silly. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She's like, oh my gosh, silly, that would set me off. You should basically say like, oh, I'm sorry that you feel like that, babe. I'm like, this is the problem with women, yeah? You guys want us to be masculine when it comes to making money, all this, all that, but then you want us to talk to you like females.
You want no.
And
You
like,
want they want a specific turn off. But you know what?
And I'm a coach, yeah, so I understand being emotionally intelligent.
Yeah,
but
knowing
then
the right emotions
also
in the
it's
right
taking the piss. What do you boys think about that?
Yeah, I think I think that women have become a little bit too comfortable with certain behaviors. Because it's like, okay, cool. If you're flipping out at me or you're shouting at me or whatever it is a bit toxic. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Not
like,
a bit, like just say it for
like
it is.
men shouldn't just be tolerating
Yeah.
people who are just open. Because for me, for example, I would never ever say, oh yeah, but I'm a man. Like sometimes I get vexed. So how are you gonna handle me when I'm vexed? I would never say that. Like I would manage myself. Like it would never come out of my mouth. But like I do think it's becoming quite common that like
Or the flip side.
You got different types of men. I think you got men who will argue with a woman, like a female. Me personally, I don't argue with women. There's
same,
only one.
same.
There's only going to be one option, and it's going to be what I say. Truthful. If you text me, like example that scenario, if you text me and you're talking reckless to me, I'll respond to you when I want to respond to you. And if you respond to me, once I respond to you, if you give me the energy I don't want to hear, I'm not gonna lie, I'll cut you off. I'm getting a new girl, like, because that's what I mean. Once you get to a certain level, if someone gets on your nerves, it's strict.
All right, let's flip that around then. So let's say it's a girl that you're in a relationship with, Nies, and let's admit, women are women. So she gets her ass about something minor, something on Instagram or something like that, and it's right in front of you. So it's not like a text thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's right in front of your face. Like, what are you doing then?
Say the scenario.
So she's losing the plot. You follow this girl. Oh my gosh, she's in your face. Like, what are you doing?
in your face. No, you got.
You're getting deleted, man. I want to respond to you. Like if you're in my face speaking reckless, going crazy, I'm not going to react to you because obviously the best type of revenge is like when you don't react, when you don't care.
100%.
It's the best.
Yeah,
That's one principle.
That's maturing.
It's maturing. You install it in yourself. You don't argue with women. She can go reckless, especially if you replace her as well very quickly. It will mess them up, but it will show. Bro.
Nah, I don't. No, I think I completely agree with him.
It's the truth.
The best thing you can do.
This is what you do when girls speak reckless to you and you air them. This is how they talk to you. I'm sorry.
I love you. Yeah.
So much. I love you.
Why do girls? Okay, boys.
Take my. This is how you treat these type of.
Oh, where's she from? I didn't see that being.
This is Slovenian.
Yeah.
This is snow.
I see the flag. I see the flag. Like that is not a black girl. Yeah, show me the picture, bro. Show me the picture, bro.
I'll show you after. Yes.
Okay. After things. Oh, what was? I had a really good point there.
But that's on different culture. The girl, they'll listen to you. That's the thing. Because they know what time it is.
What's your tips for me when I come out there with you in Dubai, bro?
I think he's going to do good in Dubai. He's got muscle and he looks good. So
you mean
he's going to slay. He's going to slay very quickly.
Brian.
But with
Bro,
girls,
it's
they
not
will
gonna slay,
test you. They will test you. They'll test you with finance. Like,
Honestly,
honestly.
said anything.
No, it's true.
Bro
I should
could've
go
been
to
like-
Dubai.
Bro could have been like, yeah, man. So you'll find the work and da 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 da. I was like, you'll get girls, bro.
I went there.
You'll get girls.
I went there on holiday when I had a girl, yeah, and the restraint, bro. The restraint.
Really?
The restraint.
Dubai is dangerous. Like girls will test you. They'll test you financially. They'll test you.
Oh,
Financially, they'll test
Are
you.
they asking for stuff?
They're very upfront with it.
And the level of girl is high.
And it's high. So obviously, don't be shocked if you end up spending money on a girl. You don't want to spend it, but for
That
some
would never
reason,
be me, bro.
you're with some Arab girl who's a 10 out of 10. You only see on Instagram. You don't see her real life, but you're seeing them all there, and they are bad, and they like you as well. That's another thing. They like you, especially black men. They love.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The number one men in Dubai are like Nigerian.
Bro,
Because Afro beats,
right.
they run Dubai.
I brought
The girls, they love them.
I brought this up. Hey, boys, I brought this up. Oh, I love Nye. Actually, we can do this now because I want Nyes. I'm going to clip this. I want Nyes to put it on his because you got the following. Right. So there's a podcast. These two Spanish guys have got a big platform and they said they do like rankings. And they said, who's the most attractive men? Number 1 was Nigerian. Number 2 was Jamaican. 3 was American. And 4 and 5 was Italian, Spanish. I put this. So I basically said in my last podcast, like, do you think that's? I generally think that's true because I was basically saying, bro, I have been all over the world, bro, and black girls, the ones that move in the right way, not road man, the guys that move in the right way, get love everywhere. And I had all these DMs like, that's not true. I was like, bro,
It's true.
I'm a living, breathing example of this being true. Yeah,
It's a culture. And Afrobeats is so big.
Afrobeats
is so big.
Ireland.
It's
Yeah,
just like,
I think as well, like people know like Nigerian men are like masculine men as well.
Yeah,
like
that's
they're,
it.
they're like leading men. They'll
Usually in shape.
Yeah,
they don't really know about Caribbean men in Dubai as well. That's one thing I noticed. They don't know about Caribbean men.
That's good, bro. We can fly the flag.
In the UK, we have this thing, where like West Indians and like Nigerians and stuff kind of compete a little bit. See? But like, it's actually not real. Not even me deep.
I think that's
but Nigeria has 250 million people.
Yeah.
Like Jamaica's got 2. It's just like a little. It's just a
One
little.
thing I would say though, because in my dad, when you know when you have like a real one with your parents, my dad was saying in his generation, Africans and Caribbeans didn't get on. Now, bro, we connect, bro. You know me, bro. I was groomsman at John's wedding. My best friend's Leslie, like Clifton, like we're all like we all black people go to black events. It's not like it's quite nice that we're blended.
I don't think that the separation is so great. But yeah, when you're talking about like the international scene, like when, for example, like when we were in Thailand, or even when I've been to Russia and stuff like that, like they know what Nigerian man are.
Bro, what was Russia like? I'm saying this black bastard in Russia. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? I was worried for you, bro. Russia. I was tuning to all your stories, like, bro, really? Please make it home. Yeah,
no, it was good, bro. I really liked Russia. I have some good friends there. We've done some work there,
bro. I've been Serbia. I've been Albania.
What's Albania like?
And. So it was funny because obviously when I go away, obviously it's with the boys. It's a boys trip, not out. So like when girls would show us attention, Albania's got some of the most beautiful women in the world, by the way. Guys would be like coming over to us, like they wouldn't start on us, but they'd be like, brother, she's crazy, brother. Like, brother, don't go there. Brother, please don't go there, brother. It was like, we were like, what the hell is actually going on? This happened numerous times. They're like, brother, we love you. They're offered to buy you a drink. They're like, please just don't go for the women. Like, we're like, what?
Do you know what's funny?
Going on?
Okay, do you know what? Hear me out, yeah. I think there's a big thing, especially with, and it's funny because it actually came up last week. Because I was saying that, like, I went to Iron Napa when I was like 18, 19. And I just remember there were so many fights and so many situations. I was like, I don't want to go nowhere with like a group of like, my brethren's usually black or whatever, but I don't want to go nowhere with like hella black guys. And like people start aggressing us and start being weird when we're with things. But then I was talking to my girl about it and she was just kind of just like, you can't center white people and how they behave negatively in how you
because think about the guys that get them in the most trouble are those the Larry white guys. It's not the black guys. I know the black guys
cause no trouble, but I do think like sometimes you'll just be like, so say us three got out, for me that's a
but we're all dressed sometimes we're all dressed nicely, we're all dressed nicely,
but adding like
no problem
4 or 5 man and then make it so it's like everyone looks good.
A football team.
Just everyone looks good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a guy's trip. Everybody looks good. And you're gonna be going to places. Girls are gonna be and guys are gonna be doing that.
I disagree with that. Nah, bro. Like, bro.
Like, them man are begging you like that.
Bro, I'll be honest. Bro, Cam, I'll be honest, yeah. I honestly don't really get started on anywhere, bro.
That's good. No, bless.
Do you know what I mean? And I roll mainly with black people.
That's good.
And we don't because we step in the right way, bro.
I do know, I hear you.
We step in the right way. Everyone's, in a gym thing, like no one's, but we're not overly aggressive.
Yeah, you have to know how you're stepping. Yeah,
and also you can also mute so many fights with just verbals, making someone look silly verbally.
Yeah.
And we can all do that. Us three can do that. So
for sure.
But what's your views on? Nice. So what's like? Obviously, everybody goes on about Dubai being super, super strict. Like, what's your views on that kind of culture and Dubai and how westernized it might be now?
No, it's very westernized. Yeah, like when they try and say it's super strict, they say that from standpoint like, well, women walk around like they might be covered up, but when you go to events and parties, these girls, they just like hoes. Like the type of hoes you want as well. You know what I mean? Like short dresses, everything's tight. So that's the difference. You know what I mean?
Tight top.
People don't actually go there and actually stay there a long period of times. It really opens your eyes to what it's really like. And Dubai is peaceful, it's safe, it's good, but it's not as strict as people think because it's a Western country and it's truthful. They even sell pork in like supermarkets now. It's that real, and it's a Muslim country, but it's only because it's like 8% British.
I've seen like proper English kind of girls.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of British Beckys out there as well.
Well, the thing is, you that's funny. UAE is actually sides with America, isn't it? As opposed to Palestine.
Bro, it's very interesting, the actual politics of these dynamics.
Should we get into this? This is going to be for me and you, Cam.
No, Nice into it, I think. Politics.
Oh, listen.
Yeah.
Depends.
Right, so let's go into this then.
Go for it.
So, it's about to get juicy. Yeah, bro. Do you want to just pause?
That could be within politics, but like if you look at even, for example, the UK, just to like kind of like look very specifically, we had a situation where our foreign secretary at the time, I believe Priti Patel, was actively talking with and it's on, like, you can look it up, it's registered like chats with Israeli representatives and the Crown Prosecution Service. And the Crown
She was just all around bookie though.
Right, but the Crown Prosecution Service is meant to maintain independence. And now, after those types of meetings, we have organisations like Palestine Action who've been, I don't even know, you might even want to mute that because everyone knows who we're talking about, but if you talk about them, they have been prescribed as a terrorist organisation. So it might be seen to be positively talking about it. So you might want to just like mute that phrase. But in any case, they
Step Up Unfiltered, baby.
But in any case, no, they prescribed a terrorist organisation to a group that was doing criminal damage and damaging drones. And the drones were, especially Elbit Systems drones, which was based in Leicester, they were creating these like sonar drones that were sending out the cries of like babies. And when people would come to them, they'd blow them up. So it's like, that's what they were creating.
In Leicester?
Yeah, that's what they were creating in Leicester, which is why Palestine Action was one of the things that started. And they went to break
But
down.
people weren't getting blown up in Leicester.
No, they were creating the drones.
The prototype.
To send over to
cool.
Israel. No, they were actively fulfilling that contract. No, so like one of the things that Palestine Action started over was saying that like not only does the UK government have a duty to stop this and intervene in the slaughter of these people in Gaza and Palestine, we are actively have companies that are profiting from this and are sending out technology, and we also have like the RAF and stuff like that. So anyway, the point being that the government is, for whichever reason, and then you've got like Labour Friends for Israel. You've got like the APAC, which is a massive lobby in America, which
that's the biggest.
Yeah, it's a huge lobby, which is works towards influencing public opinion to be pro and to be positive towards Israel. And you've got like, even for example, if you look at like Bill Ackman, who's a very famous billionaire. I used to really, really like Bill Ackman. Like growing up, I really liked Bill Ackman. There's a really good documentary where he is basically against a company called Herbalife, and he is a hedge fund manager. He's a billionaire, but what he spent the last couple of years doing is prosecuting and ensuring that students who protest against Palestine are being referred to as anti-Semitic.
This is
a slur and a slander, and I think you have to be very aware of that.
Nice. I want to bring you in this one, yeah, because
if it's relating to war,
no, I know that. But why do you think it sets black people back? The fact that we allow every Tom, Dick, Harry on the street to say the N-word, for example, and I made a documentary about this, but then Jews say anything you say is anti-Semitic. So let's say you just say, oh, okay, Jewish people, run the music industry, which isn't entirely true, but they're like, that's anti-Semitic. But we allow anyone to say anything about black culture and it's not really seen as bad. Like even on the news or even in the media, they'll target black players like Raheem Sterling, a thug, this, that. Like it's so blatant. Do you think that sets black culture back?
Cam, you have to answer it. I can't answer it. Literally, I can't answer these questions as well.
Okay, so I think yes, but I also think that some people misuse anti-Semitism in order to deflect good criticism.
100%. Yeah,
On some
yeah.
levels,
It's
it would
too
be
it's
good
too sensitive.
for black people to organise in a manner that really holds to account
agreed.
the media and the system.
We can learn something. We
Let's
can
do
learn
something.
something.
Like,
We can learn something.
like whether it's with the N-word, whether it's with, because the good thing about anti-Semitism is that they've structured definitions.
No BS.
But they've structured definitions to include things like
And they got reparations.
yeah, 100%.
Did black people get reparations?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But yeah, they got reparations. They've got like organized, systematic lobbies. They're talking about, okay, what's the way in which you're talking about us? Even for example, the music industry thing. There's a lot of Jewish people who work within the music industry. Like I know quite a few people that I like, people that are good to work with and stuff like that. If you look at what Reggie Yates, for example, said a couple of years ago, he was just like, it's nice to see. I think he said it's nice to see brothers being managed by other black people, not some like fat Jewish guy or some Greek guy from North London. And like, yeah, obviously he got blamed. He lost all
He got finished.
Yeah, he got finished.
And he was good.
Yeah, everyone likes Reggie Yates. Yeah,
Everyone likes Reggie Yates.
Yeah. But I think he actually came back with a film. It got like 100% on IMDb because I did an interview. With him,
he did.
internal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
his documentaries are sick.
Yeah, within my last job that I had, we did an internal event with him. So yeah, he's actually still doing his thing for sure. But definitely not so much on that scale.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing. When you go against certain communities, there's consequences. It doesn't matter if everybody agrees with what you might think, they're being a bit silly, they're being like hypersensitive if you're but they are holding people to account and they're saying like, you're not going to be able to jump up on a platform and say this about us. We're going to be calling your work. We're going to be, trying to do whatever we can do. And I think that there are good things in that. They're defending the honor and the dignity of their people.
But as we were saying off camera, the only way you learn or you grow forward as a culture, and maybe they don't want people to learn, maybe they just want people to be dumb and people to watch content that just refutes their worldview, right? But the only way you learn and grow as a culture is to have proper discourse and to have debates. Like I'd love to actually have Tommy Robinson on my podcast and debate him. That's how you get to go. I crush his points, he can try and crush mine, and people like. If you're good, if you believe in what you're saying and you've got the stats and you've got the facts to back it up, then you destroy his point in front of millions and millions of people.
I think it is, though? Do you know what I really think the truth is? When you know you're being bad, what do you want to discuss? When you know, and I know that what I'm doing is wrong. We don't want to discuss things. We want to silence the speech. That's the truth. When you know you're in the wrong, when you're intentionally doing something, and there could be a bigger reason.
But look at Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu.
Yeah.
Bro, man's on more podcasts than ever now.
No, but 100%. But what's he trying to do? He's trying to manage the situation. He's not trying to have honest and open.
But that's my thing. I think even when you're doing wrong, people want that still. They want to be out there.
No, bro. But what I'm saying is that. The reason why these debates are kind of like squashed and certain things don't happen is because people want to bully conversation because they know when you know you're in the wrong, when you know that what you're doing isn't right, you might want to have a certain level of conversation, but you're going to start picking dumb people. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, why is Netanyahu on Nelk Boys podcast?
Ridiculous.
What's Nelk Boys going to say?
Oh, bro.
Then he has someone over there.
No.
He's not going to go. He's not going to go in front of them.
No, refuting his points. Ridiculous.
He's not going to go. He's not going to go in front of them and be refuting them and talking about them. So people, Duppy know who for frighten. Do you understand? So people know exactly who and where to have the conversations with, and that's what we're looking at right now. We're looking at continual strategic dialogue. Even when you look at what like the UK politics and stuff like that, you have to start noticing like who's being selected for certain appearances. I saw something the other day, like I quite like Zara Sultana, like we were called at university. She used to do a lot of politics like up and down the country. I think she's a good, honest grassroots politician, and from what I know of her, I think she's honest, I think she's decent. I don't think she's ever been on Question Time. She's been an MP for like 4 years now, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Her and like Nadia Whitson have been MPs for a while. But Nigel Farage actually wasn't an MP, actually wasn't even in the European Member of Parliament, none of these things. But he's had a leading cultural voice. He's been on Question Time like 68 times. Like he is allowed to be a leading cultural voice. They have pushed and like legitimized his policies. And that's not me like knocking him or whatever or knocking reform, but I'm saying that.
I'll tell you this, reform have got a good chance of running.
Oh, for sure.
They've got a good chance, bro. They've got a good chance because the UK is...
They're in a very frustrated place. And I think that they feel as well like their right to speak and their right to think is being...
No, but even the most like...
very high rate.
But
and they're rebelling out of that. They will change for that.
I feel like there is a thing though, is where people don't think you can talk about the LGBT community. People don't think you can talk about ethnic minorities. People don't think you can talk about women because it's talking about cultures that may have been suppressed in the past. Right. So it's kind of like...
Even now?
Yeah. Yeah. But like... What I've got white friends of mine, but they grew up around all black people that are like, Nathan, I'll be honest with you, I kind of understand some of their talking points. Like, I don't think I can say anything anymore as a white guy, as a straight white guy. Like, I'll give my opinion on something and I don't want to look like I'm, you know, I don't want to look like I'm racist or anything like that, or homophobic or misogynist.
Do you know what I think?
And I do kind of get where they're coming from. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to hear your tears when you're 70% of the country and you're the vast majority and you don't have to, you know, you don't have to worry about police brutality and all these microaggressions that you don't even think about that we have to think about. Interracial dating, actually that's not fair because they probably have to think about other things as well when they get into black family. But the things that we have to think about, they don't have to think about. So it's not Crimea River, but I do kind of understand. They kind of feel like...
empathy with what people are feeling like.
Yeah.
And if people feel like silenced a little bit, and if people...
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest problems that we have in the UK right now, generally speaking, is that much like the US, we're importing culture, and we're importing culture in a way that's analogous to politics. So let me explain that. Right now, the issue that people are voting for, whether it's like in Parliament, where things like Palestine actually being given terrorist organizations, whether it's the borders, and we're talking about the immigrants and people who are illegally crossing the channels in boats. Bro, none of that has anything to do with like this kind of war on woke. None of it. But when people come into politics, they brand it all together so that they can get people
That's so true.
to join into their campaign.
One of my boys was grouping together. He said he had a problem with people going to pro-Palestinian marches and not going to the Tommy Robinson march. And I was like, bro, what you don't understand is you're watching too many clips on social media. You're not doing any research. And what you're conflating two complete different issues. You can be because
they want you to conflate things. That's how like I don't want to be like so deep.
Keeping you stupid.
But like it's keeping you dumb. But not only that, like the more angry you are, the more you're gonna come and you're gonna turn. Think of it this way, yeah. Nigel Farage, what's he done for us? He's encouraged Brexit. Has Brexit helped us?
No.
University lad, right? What have all of these reform MPs, etc., been doing? When they were in the Tory party, they were encouraging austerity. Yeah? So they were encouraging the UK government, essentially like saving money, spending less. Now we have what nobody's referring to as a border crisis, but I think we should talk about it as a border crisis, because why do we really have the border crisis? The real reason we have the border crisis is because humanitarianly, we have to allow people to come here and seek and claim asylum. That's human rights law. We can't allow and knowingly allow loads of people to be dying in the channels or loads of people saying, we have to allow them to come and be heard out. However, we have a big problem in that we don't really have many active courts.
So what was your view on...
1 second. Sorry. We don't really have active courts. Our translations are behind. So we have to then put these people up within hotels because our courts are underfunded. This is our issue.
But what was your opinion on... Because you'll probably disagree. I didn't have a problem with people because we just let anybody in, right? Which I have a big problem with.
I don't think
the checks are very soft, right?
But I think this is the problem though.
But what's your views on people? Okay, you're immigrants, cool. We'll give you money, we'll set you up, but you go to Rwanda.
You go to where?
Bro, the Rwanda thing.
I didn't have a problem with that.
The Rwanda thing was so much more expensive.
Yeah, no. It was that was the annoying part. That was the jarring part.
I think. Do you know what I think one of the biggest problems are as well? We're in the UK. We're not politically connected to like what's actually happening or what's going on. Yeah. So like
send it to Rwanda.
No, but it's send it to Rwanda. Nonsense. Doesn't add up.
If the money made sense, I don't think that's a bad solution.
Most of the British people who are complaining about like the boats and the migrants and stuff like that, they're also supporting the wars and the conflicts that are creating the boats and the migrants and the things like that.
Forget that. They're going to be upset. We can strip it back even better.
No, but deep it.
European colonization caused all of this shit, 100%. And this is what makes me laugh. And this is what white people. This is what white people do not understand. Yeah, and I'm going to make this point now. They want to complain, or racist white people want to complain. Oh, the black people are the criminals, and I don't feel safe. Guess who black people attack? Black people is 85%. Guess who white people attack? White people. 85%. It's not black people attacking white people. And this is, again, they don't do their research and they want to sit there and moan. Oh, the most people that complain about all these issues are on benefits, bro. I'm paying your wage. We're paying your wage. We're paying your universal credit. and you moan and complain, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And this all stems from European colonization. Now, I don't think that just any immigrant should be able to come. I think you should. I actually approve of, like, we accept your best.
Bro, I
People should deserve proper qualifications.
A good and robust immigration system would be helpful.
But one thing I want to say to both of you lot and see what your opinion is. There's a YouTuber that I love. His name is Tate Esson. He's the best YouTuber by far. The Tate Esson.
Oh, Tate Esson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Nyes is obviously second.
Yeah.
What I would say, he said this. He said, they want to complain, but what race of people kills people more than anybody?
Yeah, white people.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
However, they have convinced us to think that black people are so.
Violent,
Look at this, the Ukrainian girl that died the other day. Awful situation. However, you're picking one story. That same week, a black woman got shot unprovoked by police officers, but you didn't focus on that story, and people don't realize they get emotionally connected because they think it looks like them. But one thing I just want to say is he said something so perfect. He said, what white people sometimes do is, under the gaze of war, they can kill people without being criminals. And I was like, that is the realest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And also, think about the history of white people deputizing themselves. So white people becoming local police. Oh, someone's over there. We're going to do a lynch mob. What was a lynch mob for? It was to allegedly to do crime to attack black people.
What did the police used to be? Slave patrol.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. So like all of these things,
and that's why there's systemic racism 100%. In the police.
All of these,
but people don't know this stuff.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But let me just connect something. Let me just connect something, because you see how they're trying to mobilize concern and fear amongst white people against the immigrants and these types of things. This is how they're then shuffling politics that actually don't serve those people. Nigel Farage is not helping, in my opinion, the white working class.
No,
the white working class are getting screwed. Like, let's not
middle class.
Everyone's getting screwed.
All the upper class are going to Dubai.
Don't get it twisted though. The white working class, when they're talking about like the immigrants and these other people who are coming in my opinion, the larger holders of capital, the hotel groups, the people who are employing lots of people in the service sector, they want a lot of these illegal immigrants. When you look at those hotels and stuff like that, and they're complaining and they're saying, oh, there's all these illegals, what's outside of them? 100, 200, Just Eat, Deliveroo, all of these things. Like, our country is running and using these people's labour. And that's why they're continually being encouraged. Someone's getting paid a lot of money. There's billionaires created off of the hotel system. So like, the country is in a state of, like, I call it, it's like pseudo corruption. At the end of the day, if you've got a border crisis and you're allowing these people to come in, they're working for a cheaper wage. They're working very easily. You're making it easier for people to not pay the British working citizen a decent wage because so and so is doing it for £3.50. Yeah. So you can't go and get, like, do you know anyone English who works Uber Eats?
They don't want to be cleaners.
Yeah, they don't want to be. You don't know nothing like that, right? But you don't also know that a lot of those people who are doing it, who are illegal, who don't have papers, they're doing it for £3 and £4 an hour. Yeah. This is a corrupted society in this regard. And then when people are coming over, because we don't want to reconcile with the actual nature of what Britain is seen like and what Britain wants. And this, let me say this, let me even end it like this, because I think this is something people should really think about, When the children of Palestinians, grow up and they look and they say, yo, the RAF, they were doing all of these bombs as well, like the British RAF, they were doing all these bombs. The Americans, they were supporting them. When they go and they join the worst type of terrorist organization, whether it's Hamas Junior, because I'll tell you what, if I saw all of my family get killed and stuff like that, I know what I'd be on.
But let me
hold on. Let me just land the point.
I think this could be that. Okay, go on.
I'm not being dark. All I'm saying is,
you're being real.
In 15, 20 years, when those children grow up and we have concerns about terror and what about cells and people who want to attack and want to get vengeance against these groups, the same people who couldn't give a flying fuck about Palestine now, don't want to chat about it, interested in these things, they'll be very upset when people and immigrants and people, even for example, Israelis now in Thailand and stuff like that, they're shocked. They can't believe that people are being deep to them. That people don't want to fuck with them. That people don't do, because we don't.
I feel bad.
Acknowledge consequences.
Yeah. One thing I will say, and we'll draw this to end because I want to bring Nyes more into the conversation, is
if it's political, trust me, I ain't gonna say anything.
No, so we're gonna move away from that.
You need to show his dating thing.
Yeah, you need to show your dating thing. You've been quiet about that. But let's admit, you just brought up a really good point. Northern Ireland. peace can be made. You can talk about Hamas too and all of this.
Bro.
Peace can be made.
But
Peace
you know-
can be made.
do you
If
know what's
Northern
dark?
Ireland did it between the Protestants and the Catholics.
But do you know what's dark though, for real, on a serious note? Because I've been thinking about this quite a lot, and I think about the troubles in Ireland and stuff like that. What did Northern Ireland do, and what did those people do all the way up to 80s and 90s? That's different to what like a lot of other groups are doing. So what did the Irish do? The Irish.
Bring it more onto general.
Go on. Anything political, I can't say.
My genuine thoughts.
It's been a good conversation though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
you niggas are going at it, bro.
We don't get a better conversation.
Yeah.
So we see everything, we can attack both
Yeah,
sides.
well,
Yeah.
well.
You're not even stuttering either. Like, you know exactly what we're talking about.
This is your first time meeting him?
That's to be.
Bro, this is what he's like all the time.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. We need to chat more, bro. We'd have some good conversations.
Cam is deep.
So we're saying Charlie Kirk,
Okay, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Charlie Kirk, Cam.
live by it, die by it.
Oh, so you didn't care?
I don't think that we should be concerned.
Grant, what was your thoughts?
You don't have any. I don't listen. He said openly from his mouth, I believe so much in the Second Amendment that if some people die from gun crime, that's unfortunately the price that has to be paid. I'm sure that he'll be glad that he was able to foot the bill.
Do you know what it is? I think my view changed. So like at first I was like absolutely awful. Yes. I
It is
really
bad,
I really don't like a lot of super left wing talking points. So I don't mind him going on these college campuses and debating lefties and making them kind of look silly. So I was like, but I knew some of the other stuff that he said. Like, I think he contradicts himself about Israel and Christianity and stuff like that. And abortion is a bit mad, but he's entitled to his opinion because he's a Christian. I thought, and I still stand by this, it was awful that he got killed in the way that he did and he's left a family behind. However, you really start to see the things that he actually said. The funniest thing is black people acting like he's a martyr
Yeah,
for
they're
free
defending
speech.
him. Thank you.
He said Civil Rights Act was a mistake.
Mistake.
So all you black people supporting him, you wouldn't be here.
got worse,
You'd still be
innit?
drinking
It got
at a
worse.
coloured water fountain
Bro, he said
if it was a mistake.
he said that black people did less crime under Jim Crow, the KKK, and slavery.
Yeah.
So it's better. What are we talking about here?
Bro,
Wow. Wow.
bro, this guy is
He got shot broad day.
mad,
Listen,
bro.
he got shot broad day, and it's horrible that people murder people. That's horrible. Like, it's horrible that he has a wife and 2 children. That's horrible. But also, you're in a sustained campaign of hatred towards us. What about the people who are getting killed and are dying as a consequence of the radicalization that people like these guys are putting on? You know, Turning Point USA.
But do you think it was an inside job? Because that's what everyone's saying. Because he started becoming critical of
I 100%.
them boys.
I 100% believe this is white on white crime.
We ain't got nothing to do with it.
And
We
that
ain't got nothing to do with it.
And that community should reflect on the different, because you know what the truth is, yeah?
True.
You've got people who are saying that there's a group called like Gropers, and they're saying that people like Charlie Kirk are wicked because they don't do enough. They're saying that they see and understand the way that the racialization is, but they just want to chat about it. They're not
That's
on
Andrew
stuff,
Tate.
right?
He's a group.
Do you reckon? So
The
then,
group is like they change their opinion to suit the clan.
nah, like a group is
That's, oh, sorry, I'm thinking of grifter.
grifter. Yeah. A
If it was
grifter's
a
someone
group,
who's like, a grifter's like a group of like political people, like right wing,
Yeah.
but they basically just think all these talking heads, the Tucker Carlsons and stuff, they're not doing
Yeah.
enough. They're not radical enough. They
Oh,
need to be
really?
out in the streets. They need to be
Because they're
doing
trying to like be.
Yeah, you're trying
That's
to
how you
still
become popular.
make friends and be
Popularist,
popular and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So like people are saying it's those people
Yeah.
who killed Charlie Kirk. So like genuinely speaking,
But he's become more critical of them boys.
100%, he's become more critical of Israel. He's taken different stances. I think
Man just
generally,
said it.
but generally the right wing in America are sitting down and they're saying, well, who's funding this war? What's the benefit of this war? Tucker Carlson and these people are asking questions. They're saying like, well, why are certain lobbies working towards, and why are they encouraging this, and why are they stopping us from getting jobs? Why is Jimmy Kimmel getting sacked? They're now asking these questions, and people are expecting them to play dead and play dumb.
But my
It doesn't
problem
make
is,
sense.
instead of trying to silence people, now we've got social media and we can see it, and now you're just turning more people away from you.
100%. But this is-
Try actually engage in these
This is-
conversations.
you know what the problem is though, Nathan? Like, you're coming at it from a very earnest and sincere point of
Yeah,
view.
yeah.
It's not that it's logical. It's that it's sincere.
Yeah.
You think that you're gonna sit down and talk to somebody,
Kumbaya.
and like eventually you're gonna get, bro. Certain people want to commit a genocide. They want the land that people have lived on, And they don't care if they're talking. They're just gonna say, "Oh, no, it's this problem." They just want to silence
So
criticism.
this black guy came on Tate Eson's podcast, and he was like, "Oh, okay, like, because he was saying that what happened to Charlie Kirk was completely wrong and it's unfair and and you should be allowed to say whatever you want." He said, "Oh, okay, cool. So if you could meet Hitler, like, what would you do? Like, if you could kill Hitler and nothing was gonna happen to you, what would you do?" He goes, "No, I would debate him."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like,
ridiculous.
how he goes, "How did that go for the Jewish people?" Sometimes what is right and what you just said, what is sincere, doesn't cut the mustard.
The way that people are talking is very, very removed from real life, because like, you're a pacifist. Do you not believe in police? Do you not believe that some people in society should have the right to go to violence? Yeah, you do. You don't believe in debate solving all problems.
Right, if
right?
if you do something to my daughter, if I have a daughter,
Cool, thank you. So I think that people need to be real about things. And I think, do you know what? I think Farage actually said something that's like...
he makes some decent talking
made some
points.
decent
He does.
points, yeah. He's really saying like, yeah, people in public life need to start thinking about the consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
And thinking very carefully about what they do and what they spew. And I think that's real rap. I think that's real rap, because at the end of the day, when you're talking about things that are the extermination of some people, could be like Palestine and Gaza, it's just deeper than like, it's not just chit chat and views and grift and stuff like that. It's like, no, bro, like, even this week they've had a big thing where people have been saying like, "Oh, we should just get rid of the homeless people, we should just kill them, and like, bro, there's been homeless people involved in like mass shootings in America.
Yeah, 100%.
Even, for example, do you know when I really started like looking closely at the media and considering the extent to which journalists, because me personally, I'm quite hard to influence. I'm going to look at something, I'm going to like balance it out. There was a really sad story in Chicago where a guy who was a landlord to like a Palestinian boy, like he's like 4 or 5, and his mother, he got obsessed with like radio, and it was like far right wing radio, and they were saying like these Palestinians this, and it was all like, you know, pro-Israel. So like, he stabbed the boy to death. Literally like stabbed the boy to death, kind of got credit. And I was like, bro, you know what? These people should be held accountable. At the end of the day, when they had the Nuremberg trials, and they had Nuremberg trials was like after World War II, like they were punishing all of the Nazi war criminals and stuff like that. There was journalists there. And I think there's a lot of people who are like living on Twitter and who are creating and stoking tension. Like, for example, I don't like that Elon Musk is quoting Tommy Robinson 7 times. What are you talking about? I don't like that Elon Musk is going to a live stream.
Let me ask you one
He's the richest
question.
person in the world, and he's doing a live stream to a Tom Robinson event
Can I ask you a quick question
where they're saying,
before we move on
out.
from this?
Yeah, of course.
Who do you think is more problematic, Andrew Tate or Tommy Robinson?
Ooh.
I don't. Okay,
Tate or Tommy?
I don't think Tommy Robinson's.
That's
racist.
like, that's such
I don't think Tommy Robinson's racist.
That's
that
such
might
a
sound
Luton-
crazy
that's
to
the most
say.
Luton question.
I think he's Islamophobic, but I don't think he's racist.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the problem with Tommy Robinson is he groups all Muslims like they're the same, which is ridiculous. Like, you're taking people that believe in extremist Sharia law.
Do you not just see them as grifters?
Who, Tommy Robinson?
Do you think?
Do you know what? No. One thing. I'll give Tom Robinson one bit of credit. He is stuck to his same opinion the whole time. Tate,
Not changed.
Yeah, like, half our life.
Tate has one day he's Muslim, one day he's black, one day he's white, one day. Bro, that guy can't be taken seriously at all.
Do you reckon?
No.
I feel like it.
That's actually true, you know.
But he grifts. He
does.
grifts. Now he's best friends with Nick Fuentes. A few years ago, he was calling him a dweeb.
Racist. Nick Fuentes was racist. And this is the other thing as well, like, people like Charlie Kirk, Nick Fuentes, they legitimize very fascist, very, like, extreme.
You can't say Charlie Kirk's in the same boat as Nick Fuentes. Different. They're different.
Black people did better under the KKK and slavery. I think, like,
That was a
watch it.
But there is context to that. There is context.
You also have to watch it, though. Because
There is context to that.
certain people will say 100, 200 really good and true things. And then they'll slip in how they really feel about a couple things. And then because of the nature of the internet, it's not the same as if you're...
But I can make a joke about black women and you guys could think, oh, I'm anti-black women. Do you know what I mean? We have to put a little bit of context. He has said a couple of mad things, but sometimes there's a bit of context. However, let's move...
I allow people humour. I do allow people humour.
Good.
I'm not going to sit down and tell somebody, oh, you're absolutely hateful because you've made one joke about whatever it is. But, like, at the same time, you have to hold people accountable for what they're saying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right, this has been beautiful. And I could go on all day. However, we're going to get Nies back into the conversation. And also, boys, I found this out when I was at uni and I was like, what? Did you know that girls like a guy in grey tracksuits? And do you know why?
Because of the wood.
Because of the wood, bruv. Yeah. Well, go on, G.
Like Clifton.
Yeah. Can you get in? Oh yeah, if you don't mind, thank you. It's like, can you-
I was thinking here.
Well, go on, G.
What's up, man?
What are you saying, big man? You good?
Man, I got juice and all them things there. Wow.
Nice, Cam.
Welcome, man.
Cliff. Alright, so yeah, I found out the other day. Oh, you just missed a great chat, by the way. You're gonna have to watch this. We've been going up Palestine, bro. It's been intellectual. But yeah, I found out the other day, girl was like a guy in grey trackies
Okay.
because of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I found out something even worse the other day. That like
What?
girls are like zooming in on pictures.
Yeah.
And, like see stuff. Bro, these girls are getting wild, bro.
Do you think girls are more horny? So
Yes,
I think
bro.
I think guys are more
Um,
horny.
listen, I'm telling you now, yeah. Like this girl was telling me like it's a normal thing, like yeah, like just zoom in to like see what you're working with type thing. So I'm just like, bro, I'm deleting all my little jiu-jitsu. my little things.
None man zoom in or nothing.
Yeah,
Bro,
speak loud when you wanna. Yeah, speak loud.
None man zoom in
Never, bro.
on the foot or the back.
Oh,
on my foot.
do you remember? Do you remember when we were at FIFA? Do you remember when we were at FIFA? Actually, I won't say that.
Go, yeah, talk.
Remember the features that you were looking at.
I was looking at the foot.
He's like, oi, Nate, her foot though, like.
Oh my god.
Like,
A foot. I don't think I've ever looked at a foot in my life, unless you're my girl.
what's she wearing?
Yeah.
No, sexually, it is sexually.
It is actually. It is actually.
Check out like a foot. But then again, you don't want big foot.
But big, is that what we're checking for?
I'm saying you don't
Checking
want
for the
big,
size of
you don't want a big foot, to be fair.
No, not on a female. No, she has tiny feet. She has to.
Yeah,
just
that's
have
Bro,
fine.
you know what? You might have concerns that I've never had.
So you don't care for women's big feet?
Oh what? She got size 10 feet like me.
I've never seen that and I've never thought about it.
Hey, when you go to Thailand,
personally
hey,
never seen
hey, Cam, when you go to Sam, when you go to Thailand, she's got size 10 feet. Just remember that I told you that.
What's
Yeah?
going on?
Yeah, remember start looking for feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I actually didn't know. Do you
But
think?
shouts to them though, just on a random side one. Just shouts to them because like everyone says that about Thailand, but like if you actually go and you go to Phuket, those lady boys and stuff are very open about what they are.
Have you seen my interview?
Yeah, I saw.
Bro, it was amazing. It was one of the best interviews I've ever done in my life, bro. This girl was down to answer every single question. I even was like, why are there so many ladyboys in Thailand? I said, is it like a thing on the culture? Like, what actually is it? Have you been a prostitute?
Jeez.
And that might sound, well, no, because it's a big thing. And she admitted, she was like, I've like tried it out. Yeah, I have been like a lady at night, but it wasn't for me. And it's so common.
I actually think it's worse to try.
Brandy or whiskey?
Try it. I know that's what I'm saying. Like,
I know somebody who dated a girl who used to do OnlyFans and it didn't pop, and I was just like,
would you ever date an OnlyFans girl?
never.
Thank you, bro.
Why not?
Dates like we're going places.
Oh, shot,
Why not?
100%.
So you wouldn't date a porn star or nothing like that? Serious?
Oh, I've dated a stripper before. It was fun.
It's fun, innit? That's what I mean.
And then, do you know what it is? They're so down to earth. They're, like,
can be that cool.
they're the sickest girls,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't know what you men are talking about when you say date though. Be so serious.
Deal with
Shot.
sexually, go out with each
Shot.
other, have a good time. Like,
Not
yeah,
now.
all of it.
Not now.
Enjoy it.
Obviously, I mean previously, yeah.
But like no, not now. But like, bro, I think like there's a wide universe of like sex work and stuff like that. Like there's like strippers, there's dominatrix, there's OnlyFans girls, there's porn
Bro,
stars.
there's a girl that came, there's a beautiful,
Yeah.
there's a black girl that came on my podcast that says she done dominatrix.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's common.
I
It's common.
think dominatrix counts as sex work.
Yeah.
It's very
yeah.
common.
Yeah.
I'm saying. So now
Yeah,
I've
bro,
dated
you can't
like,
be
a
my girl and
dominatrix
have been a dominatrix. That's mad.
Yeah, I met a girl in Dubai. She was on dominatrix. She was making a lot of money.
They're making dough, bro.
Why
And they're
is it
making
such
dough
a
for like
thing?
beating up guys.
That's worse than like some really fan camps.
Yeah,
Really?
probably. Because it's so sexual
stab
perverse.
balls and
Bro, it's so perverse, bro.
Yeah.
It's so perverse.
Yeah,
So perverse. Do you think, okay, let me ask you this. I think guys, obviously we've got testosterone 10 to 20 times the amount of women. I think guys are more horny, and we can see that from OnlyFans, free strip clubs. When they're,
who's paying for
there's like one Magic Mike club in every country, bro.
Yeah. I
was joking,
Compared to women, but the male gaze is way stronger. However, I feel like girls are actually more like sexually perverse. I would say. Girls are into some, well, only in my experience, girls are into some freaky shit.
No, they are. They are.
When you get,
have to
when a
unlock
girl
them.
likes you and she starts opening up,
Even worse.
nah, I disagree. I don't think so.
Get the pockets of women that are a bit.
I wouldn't say odd pockets, bro. I think just when they're comfortable, they get.
That's what it is when a woman's comfortable with you. If you unlock a woman sexually, she would suck your dick while you're driving. She'll lick your feet. No, it's serious. It's real stuff.
It's true. That is true. That is true.
Once you unlock a woman sexually, once she's comfortable, she'll eat your ass.
When she's driving, she'll lick your feet.
Yeah,
She'll lick
man.
your ass.
She'll lick your ass. She'll do anything.
That's
she'll
true.
do anything. Tell her to jump, she'll jump. But
Bro.
you don't unlock her sexually.
Yep.
You ain't gonna get that either.
I've had girls try to...
But every single man is like horny. Well, I wouldn't say like every single woman. Like,
That's not
They
true. That's not true. There's asexual
I'd
girls.
say more men and more perverse.
Every girl is. I'm telling you.
No,
you
I
have to unlock her
disagree.
sexually.
I think we're more horny, but we're less perverse.
I think about sex clubs.
Yeah, but the
See more men go-
perverse. I'm saying so. Like the basics. No,
That's a great.
no.
Prostitution.
No, it's more okay.
Men, right?
No. So my point is, we want to just bang more, but they want to like do, and they're more fluid.
They are.
Women are way more fluid,
Like, what's the most popular book? 50 Shades of Grey or something like that. They keep quoting that.
bro.
Like, obviously
women-
because of the
ask
sexual
any-
story. They love
Ask
it.
any woman what she likes to watch on TV.
Yeah.
It'll be crime, and it will be
I think women have a weird morbid fascination thing. Have you started
morbid.
looking like girls like into that true crime stuff? Quite.
Yeah, bro. No, every girl is into true crime.
Yeah,
I think I've
I
met
think
one
so.
girl that doesn't like true crime.
I don't know why that is. Like I've not connected that.
I think it's because
Not
deep
deep
down
down.
there's a,
There's what?
I don't know.
Is it like a fearful excitement?
Yeah, it's a
Like,
fearful
they're a bit like,
excitement.
that's dangerous,
I think
that's
also
crazy.
like maybe I don't know. Maybe it's gonna sound so wild. I don't know what to say. I think maybe it's like a deep down like of the woman wanting to be dominated.
You reckon?
But think
Every
about-
woman wants to be dominated.
So deep.
Because it's
No,
not
but
that
it's
deep,
true.
man.
We like action movies. What?
Yeah.
We like action in the bedrooms. We like action movies. Like, why is it?
That's
You know
true
what I hear
because
you.
because
You know
there's-
what I hear
because
you.
Clifton because
No, but I
Clifton
hear
there's a
you.
cause for everything.
I
There's a
do
cause
hear
for everything.
Sometimes you overanalyze something.
That's not true. What? That's a fair point. What I just said.
No, but I think
Really
your
like
points.
true crime because they like being dominated.
I think
Yeah.
no. I think
Okay.
you're
What do
right.
we see in animals? What do we see in animals?
Even bro, we're talking
What?
about series and drama and watching a movie.
What do we see in animals?
What are you talking about? Animals.
The man dominates the female.
Yeah, but how does that cross
Where-
over
who-
to a crime documentary?
Evolutionary.
But how does that cross over to a crime documentary?
Dominated.
Every woman wants to be dominated. It's the actual truth.
What's
I'm not gonna
what's the
lie.
art of sex? What's the art of sex?
don't
What do women say they want?
Huh?
A leader.
I think-
So you're saying that I'm thinking too much about it. I'm just piecing
I'm talking
things
sexual.
together.
I'm not talking like everyday life, sexually. Because he's on a sexual topic,
You never
innit?
know, man.
Yeah.
So what? Do you believe in that passion?
50 Shades of Grey.
Slow motion.
Yes,
All that shit.
When men like action movies,
Oh man, girls want rumping shop. I'm telling you, girls want to be broken
Action,
pieces.
aggression.
I think different people have different.
Yeah, we have something in our brain. I can't remember what it's called. I don't want to be misquoted, but we have something in us that makes us more stimulated by aggression than women.
I like a psychological thrillers. How does that cross over into my sex life then?
Huh?
How does that cross over into my sex life? Because I like a psychological thriller.
But you're just you're making a
what I'm
one
saying.
point. Yeah, but I'm just talking about something more from a general point. Like aggression, male like action figures. We like a James Bond. Da, 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 da. We like the guy that can get the girls because what do we see in the animal kingdom? There's one usual animal that can have the selection of the bunch. That's who we rate the most in society. It's not like a far fetched point. It's just that's psychology, isn't it? It's human behavior based on what we can see.
Do you know what I do agree with Clifton on this one? Because I think that our interest in women is definitionally quite sexual. And I think that
100%.
you can look to then connect things that actually aren't sexual. So like their preference in true crime, their things like that. I do think you're taking a couple of steps then to connect that to what they might like in their bedroom. I think it might reflect other things about their character
So
and
I-
what they're going for.
So
What
I-
they may like in the bedroom.
Yeah, I just say that. I'm just saying that like women, the popularity of like the media that women consume isn't always like gonna be giving you information about sex. It might be giving you information about something else or like. a more
So I did a little bit of research into why women get icks, right?
Get what?
Icks, yeah. And it made so much sense. An ick is usually when they see someone like maybe a man like that they rate, maybe being a little bit more feminine. Like it's usually like, oh, he's wearing too tight jeans or his shoes. It's basically usually something that either reduces his status or reduces what she likes, maybe in like a leader or something like that. And that's usually an ick. And it tied it back to psychology and understanding human behavior. And I was like, this actually makes so much sense. And you can understand things from sometimes such a simplistic view.
Yeah, I
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Such
I
a a basic view.
I hear that.
And I was like, wow, that's so true. So I do think everything can be brought. Don't get me wrong, I'm not psycho-analysing everything. But I think there's truth to that. There's a reason why women overwhelmingly like true crime, boys.
Saying the opposing point to that.
It's a podcast.
Step up, unfiltered.
Not all women. I don't think some women actually know their icks. I just think
Yeah, like, it just
they haven't been in
happens.
love yet. Once you fall in love, all those icks you talks about, the stupid ones, like, oh, when a man puts on their seatbelt, and like when a man drives.
When a man puts on their
all
seatbelt,
those stupid
I hate
icks,
Luton so
all those
much.
stupid icks, like, when-
I don't hear none of these things.
When a man puts on the seatbelt, nah, they need to be real army, like real, like. Allow it, bro.
I don't
But are
hear
you coming from the? But are you,
Seatbelt is crazy.
are you-
You can't be safe again.
but are you
Seatbelt
coming
is
from the
crazy.
position of privilege of attractive guy, workout, so you haven't had to worry about these things as much as the average guy? Because I think it's sometimes you guys don't think about the average guy in the UK that is struggling for Nyash.
So like my sister, my missus' sister,
Fair,
like
fair.
cousins, they say all these red flags, amber flags, icks, turn-offs. As soon as they're in love,
Do you know what I think? Do you know? Wait. Do you know what I genuinely think?
or
Genuinely. What I really think, yeah. In 2025, do you know what I genuinely believe, and I'm gonna stand on this one. I don't know what you might feel about it. I think that we know too much about women and about what women say now. Hear me out.
we think we know.
No. Hear me out.
No, we do know.
No, by this I mean like
We do know.
I think we have access
Yeah.
to too much content and conversations,
Yeah.
which previously, like growing up, women had their own spaces. You never grew up and went to a hairdresser's and started listening in on what women are saying. You never knew what, oh yeah, this is what girls like. This is their ick. This is their thing. Because like you said earlier, when they're in love, they don't care about all of that anyway. So when like you're a young guy, especially, you're hearing all of these things. I think a lot of people are becoming overwhelmed with discourse, and it's like it's the podcast, it's the thingy. I think we know a bit too much.
Let me make this point.
That's a man that 6 months into the relationship, if he lost his hair,
Yeah,
that's my baby. I like
that's my
it.
baby.
That's
yeah.
not true. That's not true. You guys are being marshmallows. You guys are being marshmallows.
No, you're listening to
You're
your
talking
heart
about
to the
no. This is bullshit. Because it's great that we're actually hearing what women think. Not for the man that can get girls, because we already know. Because you're dealing with obviously a lot of girls when you're single. However, the guys that do not know about girls need to understand sometimes human nature. They need to understand some of the dark truths.
Yeah,
so that's not true. And also, you guys can say all this when a woman's in love, blah, blah, blah. However, the divorce rates are over 50%. So you can say when a woman's in love, all of this, all of that. Unfortunately, we're in modern times. We're in modern times. Let me one sec. The problem is now we're in this culture of men ain't shit, big up the women, courts are against men, blah, blah, blah. So you can say all this, but women go, oh, well, I feel like I can do better. Oh, I'm married, like he's all right. Then they've got their friends come into their head. You forget the marriage because you think you can do better. And then you realise that you don't always do better.
This shit, man.
No, but I haven't. Bro, it's more about listening to content, bro. So like, I'm in the position that, thankfully, you know, I do all right. So I haven't had to. But you have to come from the position, and this is what is the beauty of being a male coach or listening to this kind of content. You have to understand where other people are coming from. You have to listen to the average guy that is struggling.
I go back to my point. As a male coach, I'd be coaching people saying, when a girl does list off their icks and all these red flags, don't take it on too much. Still be you as a person.
Yeah, like, and I think as well.
Because when they do fall for you, a lot of these icks are very superficial.
One
know-
thing I'll quickly say. As a coach, you ask questions. You don't actually give advice. That's mentorship. So we just ask questions. We help you get there as yourself. As a mentor, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know? No, I hear you. Do you know what I think though, for real? Like, when you have these situations and you have like men who are, what's the word?
Losers.
Not losers, kind of,
Simps.
but like, no,
Losers.
men
Say it,
who-
bruv.
I think for economic reasons, a lot of
Man
people.
said economic, you know.
Yeah, no, I do. I think it's economic reasons. People are having more experiences online and through other people's content and through third parties than they are
OnlyFans.
by themselves. Not just not OnlyFans, yeah. Like,
Pardon?
I know people who have
You're talking
more
about
opinions.
porn?
No. I know people who have more opinions based on third-party content that they've consumed. So and so said
Yeah.
this, so and so
Yeah.
said this.
100%.
Nigga, you in your yard, bro.
100%.
You've left your yard 3 times.
That's
Talking
so
about
true.
women, some gold diggers. You got no gold.
I completely agree with
You got no bread. You owe me 2 bills.
And I agree, I agree with that. But that's where like although I talk up for male issues,
Online.
although I talk up for male issues, one, I will never say I'm Ripple, and I will never say I'm part of the manosphere, because it's part of a bunch of losers and incels that genuinely hate women, and that is problematic. And yeah, you're right. You're talking about millionaires. You can't scrap together £2. You're talking about girls, bro.
day.
You can barely flip in. You
And you have to remember-
you can barely flip and pull the toilet.
But do you know what?
seat
The,
up,
but
do
do you know
you
what
know
the problem is? Do you know what the problem is?
what I mean?
Do you know what I mean, guys? The problem is, is like the online content can be quite, it can get people going. Do you know what I'm saying? People are excited. Like when you talk about this like incel phenomenon, the weirdest thing about it is like you're developing antisocial, negative towards women behaviors,
Yep.
and a lot of it is fear based and based on what social media influencers are telling you. Now, what people aren't realizing and connecting is that, like you
They're
man,
preying on your weakness as well.
yeah, like you man are saying about Andrew Tate being a grifter, like them man need you to hate someone. That's how they get views.
That's how they get money.
And you're gonna be in your yard so removed,
Bro.
like I said, so removed from society and experiences that you hating women. My friend, as a broke man, the only thing that might save you, genuinely, that you might not need bread for, is actually like a nice woman.
And do you know what? People fall for it all the time. I know intelligent brothers will be like, "Oh, Andrew Tate's making a good point. He's for us." It's like,
Yeah.
it weren't for you 10 days ago, was he?
Trust me, I just don't give a fuck about your thing though.
Anti-Tate now.
When have I ever been pro Tate? This is poor. This is poor. This is poor. This is poor.
Have you not enjoyed Tate?
In the day, I think everybody enjoyed an Andrew Tate point. In the day, before we realised some of the content he came out with. Oh,
Do you
okay,
know what?
okay.
So I've tried Andrew Tate the whole time.
You know them.
Yeah, so
your
like,
brethren?
no, so
No.
He lives
Well,
in
okay,
Marsh
so-
Farm. He used to live in Marsh Farm.
Oh, is it?
so like
He did.
we used to,
He's from Luton,
you know,
Yeah,
when I was younger,
Mum still lives there.
yeah, you know when I was younger, and I did boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I did it at Graham Mell's House of
How good
Champions.
is he?
What kickboxing? Yeah, pretty good. Like
Tate, yeah,
he was a
very
pro.
good.
Like, yeah, but like
Was that your gym?
we was opposite.
Did
I
you-
was opposite Storm, and then I
Okay,
started
yeah.
going Storm for like the kickboxing MMA. So like yeah, we used to see like Tate when we were a bit younger. I didn't like him because I thought he was racist. I never knew that he was like, I don't know, I'd seen some jokes and some stuff like that. I thought it was like anti-black. I never knew that he was mixed race.
He's
And
mixed
someone
race,
told me like, no, he's actually mixed race. So like, it's actually like,
Bro,
it's
you look
not-
at his
it's not
content now, bro. It's
problematic.
very
Yeah,
anti. It's very anti-black, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I felt
Still
like.
can be racist and be mixed.
100%. But
Like-
like, I wouldn't necessarily have
Boys,
known that until I got to like a certain age group. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
wanna-
if someone's making jokes and they're mixed race, I
don't-
might have allowed them for a while. But then when I was like 18, 19, I would have. But when I was
Nice.
like them, I was like 13, 14.
what do you think about? Okay, one of our brethren is like quarter race, and he even has his view. What do you lot think about white guys being so fearful of your girl being with a black guy? I actually brought this up yesterday when I was out for drinks. Is it not mad? I
Say
don't
that
want to
again.
talk about
Say the
this.
scenario
Alright, Cliff, go on. You had a lot to say.
So say the
Why are
scenario.
people so fearful of black men in the bedroom?
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, you've been with a black boy before. Like, we'll all have brethren that actually have said this to girls, by the way.
If you're dating a girl
Do you know?
and she's been with a white man, is it the same?
Do we say that? We don't say that.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Okay, because I've spoken to one of my boys who know who it is
Yeah.
that has that view. He had a picture of the type of black man that she's sleeping with, like a guy that's in the game, shagging a lot, a fresh brother, like been around.
Mm.
And he's like, I don't really want my girl to be just anything to a man.
Well, like you.
What do you mean?
Listen, I think the biggest
How it
thing.
used to be anyway.
Well, no, we.
So they're like,
We.
so they're
We.
thinking this
Drake.
this top shagger black man doesn't care about their girl.
Top shagger, you know. I never heard that.
Top shagger.
How else to describe it? You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, yeah.
Oh, ramping shot.
They don't like seeing
Gallus.
Gallus.
No, but do you know what I think on a serious note? Yeah?
Top shagger.
Nobody wants to feel like their queen, who they're committed to, has been run through or used by
Oh,
next people.
bro.
I then think that white people have a particularly negative perspective due to stereotypes and these types of things.
So do
about
you lot
black
think
men.
your queens are pure? Let me ask you like that question.
about black men, etc., etc.
Oh fucking
And then
hell!
I think
He's the worst man to
Hear me
ask.
out, hear me out.
He's engaged.
Let me just land.
engaged.
Let me just land this point as well. 'cause I think
Lovely
it's
girl,
actually
too, fella.
important. And I think you'll find this point interesting. People also need to start looking at the extent to it. This is my actual favorite.
We need to go back to Nies's pushing.
Hold on.
Remember, Rick, hold that in the top though.
Wait, Nate, let me just hear
This is actually my favorite talking point. I think that the most
favorite?
I think that the most influential, unmitigated, controlled industry that really impacts a lot of people's mental, what
the
they talk
blacks.
about.
The blacks.
What's the industry?
Porn.
Pornography.
Pornography. I do not think that. I think these conversations, and then when you look at the popularity of things like Blacked, when you look at the popularity of things like
BBC,
Cuckold,
BBC.
Hot Wives,
BBC.
I know what
BBC,
you're talking about.
all of these.
Yeah.
No. But when
Can
you
imagine?
but bro, I'm telling you now, there is no music, there is no genre that is more viewed than this type of content. Of
course.
Now, who's viewing this type of content? Because it's not generally black people.
White.
A lot of the people who are viewing this type of
whites.
content about black men and white women
Bro, I've been
are
to
actually white
I've been
men.
to a bro. I've
And
been
it's
to bro.
impacting the
I've been to
conversations, the
bro.
fears, the
I'm not
thoughts.
gonna lie. I've been to a sex club. Yeah. What?
Sex clubs.
How was that?
Yeah, they're good, man.
Me and my brother went to a
sex
sex
club.
club. Innit? Go on,
In
man.
They're good. Like, why are you
Bro,
acting like that for, man?
Innit? Why you acting like you're too
Like-
good for a sex club, bro?
I'm too
Bro.
good for sex club.
Bro, it was called a black man's fan club. I'm expecting to just see
Black man's
bare black things, white things. Guess what I see? I've seen a lot of white things, and then guess what I seen?
They're
I'm like,
girls.
why am I seeing so many white men?
Yeah.
All the husbands that want to see their girl get drilled out.
That's
And
their-
you're talking about love.
That's their,
And you're
that's
talking
their-
about love.
No, I'm talking about that's their. That's what I'm saying though. That's their
Right,
fear
can I
and their
make-
interest. Because bro, you have to deep it. What is a taboo? Like when you get into pornography, yeah, like when you actually start thinking about it, the reason I think it's so dangerous is because when people start watching pornography, they start watching like vanilla content, they
Right.
start watching like regular stuff.
Can I make a point?
And, wait, hold on. And
gets
certain
powerful.
things are like, oh, that's a bit much. Oh, that's a bit thingy. But then that thing that's a bit much because of the way that the brain works on stimulation.
Right.
So like you're gonna like the more thing that you're watching,
Okay.
the more stimulation it needs.
Okay.
That's why it gets to more. and
Let
more
me make this
more
point
stuff.
because I had this debate at work.
how the mind
I had this debate the other day at work and it was brilliant. I said, porn is actually good for me because I'm a horny, red-blooded Jamaican man, bro.
It's porn like
No,
what's
bro,
going on with you, man, today?
Nah, like no, honestly,
And how has this never come up?
nah, not even. No, it's real, bro. One nut a day keeps the doctor away. Bro, I'm joking. No, but I'm joking. But no, on a serious note, what I'm trying to say is, one, is probably locked. Forget me. Some weirdos, it's probably stopped them doing the madness. For me personally, it's probably just stopped me like dipping my standards. Instead of linking up with a thing just because she's there and she's showing interest, bust a nut, post nut clarity. Like we all know what that
Go back
is.
to work.
Go back to work, bro. It's productive.
Go back to fucking work,
bro. And also, I've nutted over things that I don't want to do.
Ever.
But it's just like, ooh, that's a little bit exciting. But it doesn't
That's
make
what I'm
me
saying,
want to
it's
do
too
that
taboo.
when I'm with a girl. Like, yeah, I've nutted over a gangbang, but I don't want to go. I've rejected gangbangs. I'll never have a gangbang. But I've been like, oh, it's a bit naughty.
I think-
but it's not. So there's sometimes things in porn or porn stars. People like Sarah J. Sarah J is not an attractive woman at all. But people like it because of the bar, how she acts, which is fair. She's got a sexual thing. But it doesn't mean that you want to do the things that you see in porn. I'm not trying to say that young minds can't be controlled.
From fair. No, listen. There is 100%.
Escape from reality.
There is
for 5
100%.
minutes and get back to work.
But hear me out as well. Because this is what I've said. This is
Stop
what
she
I've said.
spending bread.
But hear me out because
time.
this is another thing that I've said, yeah. And I was talking about this yesterday in terms of trauma, because I was saying that like I seen one of my friends get shot before, and it didn't traumatize me. Like it was weird and it was concerning and stuff like that, but we got over it and like I never had to go. And one of my other friends who was also there was like, oh, I had a lot of therapy for that. This is no knock to him or anything like that.
No, of course not. Yeah.
But it's just about the fact that different minds can process things in different ways. Now, you as a man might be able to like, you know, you deal with women, you're used to women, these types of things. And you watch some porn, it's an escape. You're interested in stuff that you wouldn't even do in real life. Like you watch it like that, cool, you go about your business. Not everybody's got that level of mental strength, that mental focus. For a lot of people, what they're watching and what they're consuming is impacting how they're then interacting with women in real life, what their preferences are, what their fears and concerns are, go into this kind of like white men liking black men, you know, running through their girls and all kind of what's not.
Why?
Like racial fetish, race play, all this.
Why for that?
Racial fetish, isn't it?
Yeah, this fetish stuff, man. And I think
It's a fetish, that's all
but
it
you know what I do think though as well?
Everyone has a fetish. That's another thing.
But we have to start thinking carefully about what's going on in society. And because look, these same ideas about black men being like, you know, highly sexed and, you know, strong and this, that, the third, that's going into fetishes.
Can I just add on to that?
Just one second. Just go and finish the point.
Like, because you said about strong. Because I think it's the strong, it's the athlete, it's the
Yeah,
Michael
it's
Jordan.
this kind of...
That's what I'm saying.
conceptualization.
That's why it is.
But also,
we're
when you
massively
look at-
hung.
But when you look at also why police are overdoing it and why people are concerned about us in society and stuff like that, yeah, it's the same talking points. So you got to be careful what you feed into. Because when we're kind of like upholding and we're like engaging with enjoying fetishization and these types of things, we have to connect that to the way in which we're treated on a wider scale in society. And it's these same ideas that they're encouraging within the pornography industry that are actually in real life damaging our welfare.
Well, guess what? Well, that's a great point. And also, what's the most searched topic?
What is it?
International.
Is it?
No. What's the number one or second?
What is it?
No.
What is it?
Just tell us, bro.
Think about it. Back to your point.
About the
Let's go darker. Let's go darker.
Is it dark?
DBSM?
No.
What's DBSN?
Teen.
Teen.
DBSN. Oh,
Teen. Teen.
Teen.
Dark, man.
That's why do you see so much MILF?
Dark.
MILF that I want to fuck. The guys usually looks young. It's the mum. You don't even realise this,
Bro,
but
that's
they're
what I'm
trying
saying,
to create that
Pedophile
whole like.
culture, pornography culture. Like even for example, you know that girl who they said was the most. Do you know what I find? I've never seen OnlyFans. I've actually never been on the platform, so I've
Don't
never
lie
seen
to
it.
me.
No, all my life.
I've never been on the
I've never
platform
been.
on my life.
But like,
I mean, don't.
that's because like, to me it's stupid. It's not even because like I've never watched
well,
porn. But like to me it's just like why would I pay £10 for something? But anyway,
That's my thing. When you can get it for free,
Yeah,
I've
that
never
makes sense.
understood that.
You know-
man,
You never paid.
save your bank, bruv.
I've typed in OnlyFans leaked before though.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
Oh, shit.
You know
Guy's
the
a
most.
freak.
Here's,
No, I've
there's this guy-
found the OnlyFans girl and then seen
Yeah.
if she's got a porn video.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
can't lie. I'm not gonna be.
cool, yeah.
Have we all done that?
Man's Googled it.
No, but I'm not like.
Nice. Have you done that? You done that?
What?
Have you like seen a like you got like a free thing, like a
I've
porn
been with
thing?
porn stars, to be honest, bro. I've been with porn stars, to be honest.
Bro, this guy's gloating, man. I'm just bringing a different point, man.
I'll show you after.
Yeah.
I'll show you after. I'll show you after.
Proper things.
Yeah, you know.
Still working.
You know.
Still working.
No, they're still working.
Still working is crazy. Still working.
Crazy.
What, don't you man believe in paying for sex?
I never forget this
I don't have a
conversation. You know that?
Let's
No.
bring this up.
Oh my
So,
God.
what's your views on it?
What, paying for sex?
Yeah,
It's not a big deal. Like,
I don't think it's a big deal.
I would do it.
Yeah,
So when I go to Colombia, I'm running through them all. I know that. I'll support their family with $100.
I would wait. No, but for me, my thing is like I can get girls for free and attractive girls for free. So why would I? But
Because there's even more attractive girls what ain't for free. That's
That's not
thing
true.
as well. Oh, it's 100% true.
bro, the
Wait
best.
till you get to Dubai. Wait till you get to Dubai and you're going to see what
I've
I
been
mean.
to Dubai,
Wait till you get there and you come
Bro,
across some
I'll show
girls
you-
you don't see.
bro. If I showed
They
you,
ain't fucking
bro, if I
for
showed
free.
you my top 5, they'd be better than any
Bruv,
bros.
when you come back, I'm going to link with you.
Bad example.
Brazil.
Colombia.
But these are
This
the
is maybe.
All these
yeah.
places.
Bro, I've been to Brazil.
Well, what's Brazil? I'm not trying that.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of. I know.
Brazil's good.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of my boys in Brazil. It's mad.
It's madness. It's madness. Madness.
Morocco's another one.
Morocco, Colombia.
Morocco is weird.
Yeah.
But do you know what? The thing is, like, so many girls shame that, which I find mad.
Sex club.
Shame.
What?
Me,
Prostitution.
What?
Yeah, but
Hey,
then it's like,
I understand why they were shamed, man.
I call it supporting. That's a good way to put it. I like to be supportive.
The
I
way,
think,
the way I am, I like a connection. I'm a bit of a bit.
we're not talking about that. We're talking about sexual. It's
That's what I'm
purely
saying.
sexual.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I don't like the.
Yes,
take
Naz.
money,
What's wrong with you, man?
Learn the bit.
yeah, I like this. I like
Do you
it.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? I need a bit of a vibe.
I'm the same.
You want someone who's into it as well.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm the same. I'm the same.
Yeah, I'm not
the
interested
same.
in sexually paying for
The
it. honestly.
transactional part. Of
I ain't talking about high town prostitutes. Like, I ain't talking about
But do you know? Okay, so do you know what's hilarious though? So like, literally, like 15 years. I don't know if you remember this. Like,
What?
but 15 years ago, I never knew. So I don't know. Maybe I was a bit innocent. I never knew that anyone paid for sex. Like, yeah. So like, we was just going to uni, and it was me, you in the barbershop. And like, I don't even remember Wes was there and then man there. And
Well,
you told,
yeah.
Shout
You
out
remember
Wes,
this
you know,
conversation?
shout out
Yeah,
Wes.
you told me you were just like, what? You've never been to like this street? And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
nah.
Barbershops
bro,
go
you know it's like
crazy,
£40.
bro.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
like, bro, I like fell out of my chair. Like, I remember
Barbershops go
feeling the most
crazy,
shock in my life. Yeah, it was you.
I've had some
You
nuts.
remember that? Yeah, you was like, yo, it's £40, and I'm like, bro, how do you man even know about them things? Then?
It's common.
For me, like
£40.
I'm not really on it because it's just a waste of money. But like,
You lot are paying for sex anyway. Dealing with these girls, spending
You
time
pay for
together,
it,
it's
that's-
still paying for it. It's a transaction.
I was listening to Joe Budden's podcast and he made the perfect point. He said, "You man are laughing, yeah. You guys go to Miami, you spend £1,000 on a table, you probably ain't even gonna chop the girls that are speaking to you. They're there for your, and girls can say, whatever. When you go to Miami, you become that type of girl. You go on a guy's table and you use them for drinks usually. Yeah, you might like a guy, fair enough. However, you use them for drinks, then you go on to the next motive. You go over to the next artist, right? In Miami, that culture is so strong. So these guys, they spent $1,000, they're not getting no nyash, then mash up the next day. He's like, bro, I pay $300 for my favourite brass. She comes over 2 hours, does all the things that I like. It's transactional. She gives me a kiss goodbye. I work the next day. And I was like,
A kiss goodbye, you know.
fair. I added that in. It's like, I'm like that. You made a good point. Like you can't refute that.
Like,
It's the reality of life, man.
How?
do you know what I think as well?
How? Spending $1,000 on a table.
So hit me up.
So many guys do that.
No, but hit me up.
A lot of people do these things,
Do
man.
you know what I genuinely think? I think like we're in a stage of spending money and engaging with women in increasingly, in my opinion, degenerate ways. And I think a lot of that is because like we see in the UK and also like within culture, like black culture to a certain degree, but other cultures.
Black culture a lot.
I don't think that we are settled and established in like family and committed life enough, and I think that leads to excessive degeneracy.
I completely agree.
does,
How
yeah.
do we reform that? Because
don't-
especially
Like, man shouldn't be pushing
my guys.
all man are talking about
My guys, okay, but my guys
Yeah, like-
my guys that predominantly date, obviously after the Young CEO podcast where he came he doesn't date his own race, which is obviously a bit mad.
Yeah, it doesn't
but like,
crazy.
but
Is your wife black?
huh?
White girl?
What's she from? A white girl?
But one thing I would,
Nobody slayers around here, man. Why's everyone with these white girls? What about you?
not-
Same thing for you. You mixed race, actually. You mixed race.
You mixed race?
Yeah, you mixed
When
race.
it comes to the Snowbody Slayer, I've always thought, if you ask him, I've always thought I'd marry a black woman.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be with a white girl.
Listen, I don't class myself as
yeah, he got
He probably took the time seriously.
he got upset with me when I said I guarantee you're gonna end up with a white woman. He got upset with me.
I wouldn't call my girl a Snowbody. I don't really like the term. I like it.
Yeah,
to
it's
expand on
them
the
race play
I
terms.
wouldn't say, oh, I'm with a Snowbody.
Bro, that's race
Yeah.
play terms. I'm telling you, like it's weird.
She's Scottish, we're all white.
She's got that.
Yeah.
And like growing up, I asked him, I always thought I'd marry a black woman, but I just fell in love with a white girl. That's all it is. I've been with black women, I've been with Indian, I've been with all sorts.
So why did you fall in love with this white girl?
It's sick.
Why? Like, what's the differentiation between her and a black woman? No, truthful, because a lot of black men say this.
No, let's
A lot of black people say this is why. Like what you're saying, it's very common for black men who get married to white women. Like, I want to know
It's not to do with her whiteness, it's to do with her character traits.
So keep going.
How she makes me feel, how
Jeez.
Yeah,
Go on.
she's in her home, how she's with my family.
Has no black woman done the same thing what she's done for you? Made you feel in that way?
No woman, not black or white, Indian, no woman has
okay.
done anything what she's done that made me wife her.
I think that's a great
Yeah,
point, bro. That's a great point, bro.
Okay, you got out of this one. You got out of this one.
He smashed that.
You got out
He
of that.
absolutely smashed that. He absolutely smashed that.
That
That
was
needs to be
good.
clipped up
Yeah.
and brought into every single talking
Yeah.
point. Hopefully, we're speaking a little louder today.
you know what I think?
I'll turn up the volume for that point. There's 4 talking points because we ain't got long left, right? There's 4 talking points I want to get through, and we just like quickly bang them out, right?
Pause that then. There's
Oh, perfect, yeah. So we got flown out. We've got right, boys. Recently,
Boys.
boys.
there.
No, I went out last night, boys. Allow it,
Yeah?
allow it, mate.
Where'd you go?
No. Answer questions.
Oh yeah.
What's been up to?
No, London, no.
Okay.
30th, yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It's a beautiful sign. Little event, little event and that.
Question.
Oh shit, we haven't even touched on me on Celebs Go Dating.
Oh, we surely have to.
We'll close with that.
Yeah, we surely have to.
Oh yeah, we have to. Maybe we should do it now.
It's up to you.
Alright, let's do it now.
Your show,
Celebs
man.
Go Dating. What do you guys think? How do you think it went? How do you think I portrayed myself?
So you need to show.
Right, you can touch on this.
Can you play it?
Can you
Nah, you might as well just. Yeah, because I've been.
Because otherwise, off your phone. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, cool.
Play it off your phone real quick.
Okay, whilst Grant's getting that up, what's your boys' views on being flown out? I spoke to quite a few girls at Carney, and obviously I've been traveling. I went to Toronto. I've been to Toronto recently, and bruv, like the amount of girls that are like
Fly me out.
Yeah.
flying me out. I'm like we'll be chatting, you'll be vibes in, and you'll be like, oh, we want to see each other, and they'll be like, yeah, like if you can fly me out, or like even get random girls that have messaged me from like Celebs Go Dating that live in different countries. I'm like,
wow.
yeah, it's
So
not
I didn't
right.
think about that.
But like, I'm like,
'Cause you've been on TV a few times now.
yeah, I'm like, bro, you don't have enough money to get your own flight, bro. Like, let's admit the trip is mostly gonna be on me. Bro, I don't know what simpish guy is that you're talking to that's just gonna fly you out, bro. Bro, if
these
you don't
guys
have
are
enough
different.
money to pay for your own flight, I've got a problem.
It's a money thing. Is that what you're saying?
No, because I've got enough money to. No, it's a principle. I could be a millionaire. I'm never flying you out.
For me, yeah,
There are girls when you get
if I
them.
was single, right,
Go like that.
the increase in like globalization, and the increase in travel, like in the last month, I've been in like Spain, America, all different places.
Man, like,
To me,
You've done it right,
if I
yeah.
was single, flying a girl out seems to get in a taxi.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. There's a big difference in the price.
no, that was a big baller statement.
No, it's
man
not.
said flying them out, same as a taxi. I hear you guys.
Okay, Clifton, are we Clifton,
London,
Clifton, question.
I'm saying jewelry. Talk more money, talk.
He's chatting shit. No, because you're chatting bare shit, bro. Have you ever flown a girl out in your life?
No, because it's not my thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Oh,
okay. Don't keep talking shit when you don't do it.
I thought it was experience. I thought it was for
Because
experience.
you're chatting shit.
Okay, yeah.
Chatting so much, guys.
When we used to be,
Yeah.
I would never spend money on a girl because it's not really like. It's
That's
not
true.
really my
That is
thing.
true.
No, man retired in a different era of the game.
But he
the league's more physical.
he's been in a relationship for like 21. That's fair. Yeah.
In a different country, a thing that I was
You're not
checking back
flying a girl out, Clifton. Shut the fuck up, bro. Because you're just chatting shit.
So hear me out.
Okay. No. Let me rebut this. No, because I know you. I know you. You're my best friend, so I know you for one. There's a big difference between spending 30.
Not an issue.
Can I speak? No. In our situation, we're both doing.
Money's not an issue.
Okay, no, forget money's not an issue. In our situation, we're both doing well for ourselves, right? There's a big difference between 30, 50 quid for a taxi and potentially 500 quid to fly a girl out to Dubai, where I'm going to be.
The big flights.
If you're being single, we can get girls in Dubai. Why are we flying girls out?
That's my point.
We can get girls in Dubai.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's not. That doesn't mean. That's not. No,
But it's not your girl. It's a ting. It's a ting. It's not.
It can't be your girl. No,
Yeah,
that's
well,
not
probably
flying
not.
you out.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
not flying you out. That's not flying you out.
So
That's just a girl that you're seeing.
Flying nice.
Buying a ticket.
Alright, okay. I'll say it from experience.
Yeah, go on, nice.
Okay, I'll say it from experience. Flying a girl out, right? For example, the best dating app in the world is Instagram, especially if you've got a good Instagram. It's very easy.
You've got because you're
Cool. So a lot of people I talk to, they're not in England. So flying out girls, I do it. I'm not gonna lie, I've done it 3
You
times.
haven't slept with them.
Yeah, I've slept with them. They come here and I spend time
You
with
slept
them.
with them before.
No. You meet
Have you
them.
ever slept?
You
Have you
meet
ever
them
not
online.
slept? Have you ever not slept with a girl that you've flown up?
Never.
Honestly,
No.
what would you do? What would be your reaction to that?
Issue with it.
It's not an issue with it.
Man got a villa. Us man got a villa in wherever we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, these girls want to come out. Fuck it, I got-
Whoa! Why
Do
did you
you
go
know,
6
it's the
man?
money.
No,
It's the money factor. It's
No,
the money.
it's not about
It's the
6.
money.
No, he's one man. He's flying one girl out. Let's say
Out with his boy, sure.
no,
Himself.
no,
he
by himself.
lives there, but-
He's got a 1 bed, bro. So
For
why are you
example,
trying to
you meet someone online, like you meet someone on Instagram, you DM them, how you doing? They respond to you. Oh, where are you from? I'm from England. Where are you from? I'm from Toronto. Okay, cool. Let's see each other. Okay, when are you free? I'm free, I don't know, sometime in August. I can come to England for 3 weeks. Cool, I look for a ticket, it costs £300. I'm not going to cry over £300. I spent more than that on my ex-girlfriend. Like, do you know, it's not a big deal, that's what I'm saying. But obviously, if you're buying a ticket for £2 grand,
Can't say you don't
then yeah.
It's a big flight.
girls for money and you don't mind paying for sex.
Because it's
That's the
money.
issue.
I'm telling you, it's the money factor. A year and a half ago, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But a year and a half now, forwards, I can do this thing. Like,
I
cool.
prefer that than paying for sex.
That's what I mean.
Right, let's go
It's
for
not a
this.
transaction
Let's
thing,
go for the celebs getting. Yeah.
What's your type? If you have one.
I like a nice smile, and you have a nice smile.
Nice.
I'm big on personality.
Okay.
I would harass it, I ain't gonna lie.
Always said is I'd never drop my friends as soon as I get a guy.
Your guy ain't it.
So I'm definitely still going to keep that balance of having my friends in my life.
100%.
I'm not going to be someone that's just 24/7 with a guy.
Who comes first?
Me.
Okay. That's how you sing to me, honey. Oh,
I like that. And that's principle. That's proper. It's proper.
The fact that I haven't been in a relationship is a bit of a sensitive subject to me. I don't really want to be the butt of someone's jokes. Oh, it was going so well, but I think I've got the ick.
So,
Look at this.
don't.
I'd say so, Nathan.
That's banter.
Listen to
It's
this.
banter.
That's what everyone was like. You gotta have a giggle.
You gotta have it.
So, Grant, how do you think I did on that show? Like, if you watch the whole thing, she's feeling me the whole time.
Swear down.
Bear in mind, she was getting with a celebrity whilst this was happening, like on the show.
Yeah.
So like, I had to like, that's
show's
common
concept.
knowledge, bro.
It's really
Yeah, bro. I found that out before the date.
Oh, so she's already basically seen someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basically having a bit of fun with it, innit?
yeah.
It's not like you're there to, so you can't really fumble.
I can't
So you're just
really,
having fun with
but
it.
I can't really do. Yeah, I can't really.
Super minor.
Yeah,
Super
and
minor.
it was going well. What did
Okay,
you
do you
think,
know-
Grant?
I think it's a fun conversation. You know, I watched the viewer.
Mm.
I thought it was a bit of banter.
Mm.
You know? Obviously, you know, there's different levels to it.
Grant,
but-
you're from here, right? You're from Luton.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly speaking, I'll be honest with you, I think Luton has a sense of humour. And like,
You said that, Luton.
I think we have a sense of humour. And I think it's a bit like, we pick on people and it's banter. And like, that's how we banter people.
What they
Even, like,
didn't,
our girls
what they
stuff,
didn't show.
a lot of girls, they're not
So
like,
apparently, I haven't even watched the rest of the series, to be honest. Apparently, she was saying the whole time that she loves a guy that wants. Someone sent me a clip actually. She's like, "Oh yeah, I need a guy that's going to take the piss out of me." Also, she said to me on a date, they didn't show this. She was like, "I'm really bad at taking banter, but I love giving it." And I was like, because I'm a coach, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to coach you to take banter." So I was bantering her way before this, and we were like back and forth, vibes in, and just,
sorry, who is she?
Love Island girl. Like she's been on Love Island
Oh,
twice.
okay. So, is she a celebrity? Or she's a celebrity?
People kept saying, "Am I a celebrity?" I was like, "I was gas." I was like, yeah.
I mean,
I was like, "Yeah, to me."
Step
Yeah,
one, that's
You've been on
very
TV a
good.
few times.
No,
Like,
sorry, very good.
I was like, come on, bro.
It'll lead to more. That's a good thing.
Yeah, bro. I done take me out. I done coach
Take Me
trip.
Out?
Coach trip. Yeah,
Coach trip.
yeah.
I used to love Coach trip.
Bro. Watch
When
it,
did
bro. I was
watched
entertaining, bro.
Yeah, I'd love to watch Coach trip.
Yeah, that
How
was
old
mad.
were you
22. So it was like
Years ago.
reckless.
Bro, I'd love to watch that, yeah.
So we've addressed flying out. So you fly girls out. I understand the reason. I think it's moist at this moment in time,
I've never.
but I think it's bossy, but it's just not for
Bossy?
me.
It's how you see a woman. For example, like if you're
It's not how you see a woman.
No. What I mean by that actual standpoint, right? Like for example, I don't believe me and women are the same. I treat every woman like a child. So what I tell you, no. What I mean by that, like, so you understand. If I'm speaking to a woman, we're not
my girl's
equal.
gonna shoot me, bro.
We're not equal. So for example, I say to you, I'm flying you out. I'm going on that boss energy. Like I want to fucking see you. Bring your ass here. I'll buy you a ticket and I'll get it done.
Do you know what?
It's
Do
actually
you
good
know?
looking girls,
Do you know
obviously.
the
No,
only
dead
place
ones.
I'm going to back you is because women like to play the whole when it works out for them, they want to be equal pay, equal this, equal that. And then when it comes to understand my crazy,
Equal
I can
pay
slap
where?
you.
Never said
Obviously, it's completely the other way around. It's completely wrong.
It's nothing's wrong.
No, I'm just saying, no, but it's also being treated like a baby. It is. Being paid for a date, if you believe in equality, is being treated like a kid.
They don't believe
Yes,
in. They don't believe
It's
in.
being
white
treated.
equality.
Yeah, but it's being treated like a baby.
Like Chicago, wherever you are, why can't you just go out in Chicago and get girls?
Of course you can. That's what I'm saying.
Then
This is-
why then fly out a girl from London?
Because maybe he likes the girl more.
For example,
just chat.
like if you see girls who are from places like Houston,
And she's
Texas,
feeling him, and she's feeling
they
him.
look 20 million
South
times
Texas.
better than any girl around here. 20
Then when
million
you
times
find
better.
out, you got to have like they got to be in your
I'll be
hotel
honest.
room.
I think there's-
have, like a connection.
Yeah,
It's
you
not-
got-
Yeah, but like,
I think
I'll be
you don't
honest,
do
a
it
connection's
straight
quite
away.
easy with someone you find hot.
It's
that's-
yeah,
Like a simple, simplistic connection.
it's not like, oh, I meet you today, I'll fly you tomorrow. Like
Personally,
no,
I've
it's not
not done
that.
it. Personally, I've not.
Yeah, I
done
don't
it.
hate
My
it.
attitude has always been like, if you were like trying to chat to girls or whatever, there's gonna be girls where you land. Everywhere in the world, guess what? There's
Yeah.
girls. So me personally, like, it's a myth. But have I paid for tickets for like my girlfriend? Or,
Yeah,
like,
girlfriend's
my
different.
partner or whatever?
Girlfriend's
Yeah, 100. Like,
Grant, how long have we got left?
Trafficking now.
10 minutes, yeah?
It's classified as,
Tell
it
me.
can be seen as that, like if it escalates, it can be seen as sex trafficking. But
Right.
this is why you have to send her the
Oh
money,
shit, yeah, that's
and then
that's what Diddy nearly got done on.
huh?
If you fly a girl out across country lines,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
It is sex trafficking.
mad thing.
Yeah, you can get a charge on that.
That's ridiculous.
You can get you can
Also,
get a charge on
flown
that.
out a random girl.
Because also,
might-
also,
I've never-
No. Surely it's the paying part. It's the paying.
No,
It's the
do
paying.
you know what?
No, you can bang a girl from a different country.
Do you know what the actual kind of like pincher is for a lot of people?
Okay.
It's whether or not the girl has the money and the capability to leave. That's whether or not it's trafficking. So, like for example,
Yeah,
if you fly a broke girl over,
She
here,
got no money.
She ain't got no money to go home. She can't.
Yeah, please.
It's all right.
She ain't got no money to
That's
go home. She can't do X, Y, Z,
right?
X, Y, Z. Then you're putting her in a vulnerable position. Do you know what I'm saying? So when they look at it, whether or not it's a child or it's a
But
situation.
this is my problem, right? I don't realize men don't realize how down we are, bro. We're in a situation where a girl can say yes to something one day and be like, I'm regretful of it the next day, and you're in a sticky situation. Like, we are screwed. And that's why I think people do listen to like an Andrew Tate, although he's an idiot and he's a grifter. When he's talking about male issues, all he's really done is grift to the male issues and being someone with a lot of followers talking about issues that need to be spoken about realistically. But these issues do need to get discussed, do you know what I mean? And men don't do it because, as you said, bro, you don't want to affect your bundles, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. So these issues, men issues, we just get allowed. And then the way it's looked at, like, because I've spoken to like liberal women, they're like, well, it's a patriarchy, isn't it? Or it used to be a patriarchy. Well, men were on top, now it's our time. And like, that's where it's like this whole like, it's like, for me, I don't look at it like, I don't look at it as, I don't look at it as like black people are in slavery, so now I want to be above the white man. No, I just want to be treated fairly.
Yeah, I hear it.
Right, so 3 talking points I want to get through in these 10 minutes. Right, this is just a joke. This is more like a joke one, yeah? So there's a doctor at work. I don't know if you heard about this one, Grant. He had I don't know, actually you might know more about, because you're just a clever brethren, about when a girl's on, I don't know what's it called? Anesthetics, whatever the...
Antibiotic.
Anesthesia.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a crazy experience.
Anesthesia. So he said like 7 minutes or something like that. He banged a girl. He banged a nurse and then went back and he's been allowed to work again. But my boy was saying... No.
With a colleague.
But apparently it's a common thing. Someone told me the other day it's a common thing.
Sleeping, let's go.
Yeah, wow.
Doctors
But he's allowed to work again. I'm not... obviously, bro, I'm always happy for someone to get their thing off. Like, sorry.
Wow. What did you just say?
Yeah.
That is wild.
As long as it's not harming anybody.
That's rape. What you just spoke with?
No. He's gonna have a quickie with.
Oh, I thought he drugged the girl and had sex with her. Oh,
But I'm glad you acted like that though, because that's crazy. Yeah, it's good that you acted like that though, because that's crazy.
Bro, I know a girl. I know a girl that's. I'll show you. I know a girl, yeah, that has been in a situation like that. So I would never joke about anything like that. Which is crazy. Mad story. Mad story.
That's a terrible one.
That's not even one for the pod. Or maybe. But like, yeah, bro, like, so I'd never joke about anything like that. But yeah, no, it's nuts, isn't it? But like, yeah, he did his thing and then came back and the girl was, the person was fine, whoever he's operating on.
He needs to lose his job. What?
Yeah, definitely, man.
What?
It's negligence.
Huh?
It's negligence.
Brother,
Yeah,
you know, like under anesthesia, like you can die, like your vitals can just turn off.
So you started like
I think my mum had an operation once, and they called me up, and it's just like her heart stopped for a minute and a half. Imagine someone's heart stopped for a minute and a half.
Cool. I just looked at the lady side of it. What do you boys think about the prison officer that got his thing off of it? She was quite sexy as well.
Alright,
okay, so were you upset about that because it's taxpayers' money?
Do you know what I was
like,
upset about? Do you know what I was upset about?
They were happy. She consented. He consented.
Do you know what I was upset about for real?
Wow.
You see her man?
Oh, her man.
Yeah, her man local.
The man don't mind.
Her man's local. Have you seen her man? Bro, I'm telling you now, yeah. People in the local area, especially black people or whatever it is, doing things that are completely unacceptable to me. No, you fucking up the market. That's crazy.
Right.
Like, all of this, like,
I had an open relationship.
yeah, bro.
True.
All of
so he probably wasn't even that pissed.
But with a black man, it's different. And you normally hear that with a white man, innit?
Stop it, bro.
But with a black man, it's
People need to keep certain standards. Open relationship.
Yeah,
She's doing sex tapes in prison. With prison.
Mind that.
I'm gonna acting like it's normal.
The worst guy was the guy filming, bro.
How about it's
yeah, bro, that's my guy.
It's
Let's
degeneracy.
get involved.
It's degeneracy, bro. It's
Right.
absolute degeneracy.
Right, so I want to touch on this. This is a bit of a silly one, but whatever. So there's a girl called Yaz on Love Island, and I feel like we've got... Reality TV is annoying because it's mostly women and all they do is like, they love seeing like the fiery, bitchy women talk shit to men, blah, 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 blah.
Bro, I'm glad that you can see that that's a manipulation. Though.
It's a massive manipulation. It's on every, like, even on Love is Blind, everyone's liberal. Oh, you vote for Trump. I don't want to marry you, or there'll be a agree on everything else if you vote for Trump. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, they're capping.
So there's a
You
girl
get
called
pushed
Yaz,
to everything in
and
life.
like she was like a very heartless girl. She came in, lips everybody off, then ended up liking this mixed race guy. But then like the guy was a bit of a simp, basically. I'm not trying to disrespect him because he seems like a good lad, but yeah, the girl was always going to be like the way more dominant person in a relationship, and he's a big guy as well. Anyway, it wasn't a surprise to me when she dumped him supposedly and left him for her next brother. But for me, and like understanding the harsh realities of dating, like that was always going to happen. But like other people, they're like, oh my gosh, this is something like, we all know this was going to happen. Like if you've got someone basically if you've got someone that's so dominant, if the girl is so dominant in a relationship and she's like, yeah, you have to call me like meow meow, all this
Meow meow.
girly, yeah. She had cats meow meow, and he's like subscribing to all these like things that aren't part of reality.
Meow meow.
Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, meow meow. You're in your black cat era. I'm like, bro, relax, bro. So he was saying, bro, this big mixed race guy saying all this. I'm saying, no offense, she's never ever gonna respect you.
Wasn't sure you look like.
I personally believe that. I personally believe those kind of guys in those type of relationships are always gonna get fucked over.
So a woman that's more dominant than the man. What are you saying?
But like he's subscribing to all of these unrealistic, just stupid terms. Meow meow. You're in your black
I'm
cat
guessing it's
era.
with the black cat.
I feel like she needs to be with a way more like. If you're dominant, I feel like a dominant girl needs to. Yeah, that's
Arab
her.
or something.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
Chick's okay.
Let me see her.
Chick's okay.
Dominant woman needs to be a dominant man.
Yeah,
So her.
Bro, she looks okay.
like you're just gonna get you're gonna get fucked over. I'm sorry, that is a harsh reality of dating.
You got to think opposite.
2 minutes.
I can't lie, like she's
No,
alright.
no. Look at Whitney and Lucan. The black girl.
That's
She had all the attitude in the world.
that's
He was
interesting.
soft as shit, and it didn't work out. And now she's like, yeah, now I need a black king.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that happening. And all the black guys were, they're still together. Okay, cool.
I can't lie.
Cool.
People love to cheer.
And like, it's not a case of me being like, people can't break up, but it's like, sometimes it's just so obvious to see the writing on the wall. Sometimes just
Did you see the Whitney thing where she's like,
the black thing.
he's racist?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You're not buying that?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Don't believe it at all. Don't believe it at all. And what she's going to take him to court, she's going to lose. Tell you that. I'm good at predictions as well. If I'm wrong, fair play. Whitney, I'll take you out for a bit dinner. Right, last point, Ozempic. Ozempic is causing stomach paralysis and blindness. As a coach, I'm very much a believer in people putting in hard work. I'm really against it. I think it's just cheap, lazy. What are your thoughts, gentlemen? How long have we got?
A minute and a half.
All right, cool. What's your thoughts? I'll go for another room. Quick fire.
Do you know what it is?
No, I haven't got thoughts. I haven't really got thoughts on it.
Bro, basically something that you can press into yourself. But you don't care about Ozempic.
I'm the only one that's taking it, so it doesn't affect me.
Okay, it's not about affected, but for general people.
Well, it shouldn't take.
Well, think about how many people are obese in this country. If they all go on
The
Ozempic.
option.
Yeah.
No, it's not your only option. Maybe your only option is to go to the fucking gym.
But say they can't do that for whatever reason.
Are we
Bro,
speaking
you're
about
talking
women?
about the minute population. What are you talking about? I hate when we
Is
talk
this
about
about
talking
women or
points.
Like,
It's
who
like
takes Ozempic? Is this women or men who take it?
Both.
If it's women taking it,
Gastric bypass,
yeah.
gastric bypass, that kind of level, extreme thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You don't take a gastric band or gastric bypass. You want to try Ozempic because you're that like desperate.
So what? Should we just do everything because we're desperate?
Do you know what? I did?
So let's say I'm desperate for girls. Shall I literally? Oh yeah. They're gonna die by 30. Fuck it. Right.
To be honest, when it comes to females taking Ozempic,
That's so
I know
good.
girls who do that.
If I'm
Female
a
business.
sex addict and I can't get girls, I should just pay for it every day. innit? Like, if we all did that, it's calm.
You think it's a goal? You think it's a goal thing?
No,
What,
let's
Ozempic?
just say guy and girl.
I only see
girls
women
are more
doing it. I've never
girls
seen
care
women
more
do it.
about their image. But what do you man think?
I personally, if it's a woman doing it, I don't really care. Like, do whatever makes you happy, innit? It's female business. It's female business.
He needs to get into shape for me.
Guys,
Yeah, I don't really care. It's female business, innit? If it's men who do it,
First time I've heard that it causes blindness and shit.
yeah, I've never heard that, man.
Stomach paralysis. Yeah, it was always going to do that because they're saying now it can cure everything.
BBLs are very, very dangerous.
Very
First
dangerous.
Girls with BBLs, all of us would.
How are we getting on?
So like, do you know what I mean?
How long?
Make it go.
man said all of us will. I'm not someone.
I'll close it out. So give me 20 seconds.
BBLs woods.